Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Over the Horizon. When last we left off, we drained the swamp. I need somebody to tell me how that happened.
Yo, so like we were in this dungeon, yeah, fighting all these things, and we finally beat this huge group, and we killed the boss, and we found out, oh, all these shadow people, they're the caravan that we were looking for, and we just murdered them all again. And so when we did all that, and then Spod rose up, well, the lost though, last doe,
False.
no, false doe. The false doe rose up out of this water as Gideon was about to wash himself off, and we're just like, my child. And Amy Lotus was like, yes, mommy. And so they had a little conversation.
Gideon was invested.
Yeah, you were. You were the one who talked to him.
I mean, I know, but I didn't say yes, mommy.
And they had this huge conversation. And she was like, okay, well, we need a cure for everything that's going up there. And she's like, well, the cure is not really, really a thing. Like, please, it's all I'm asking for. And Spot was like, fine, here's some cedar oil. It's highly concentrated. It'll draw all the magic out of anything it touches. So you need to like dilute it, one single drop in a whole bottle of water, and you'll cure each person that drinks that. And so she's like, cool, thanks, mommy. And grabs it. And then she's like, now leave, because I'm about to flood this shit. And if you're not out of here in like 2 minutes, you're all going to die. So we're like, ah! And we ran through the whole place until we couldn't get out the exit. So we ran back to where we had the hole in the ceiling. And Sindel was like, I'm going to shoot a rock up there. And then it was like,
Climbed
no
up
way.
that bitch.
Well, I have a better idea. And Attila was just like, yeah, climb up that bitch. So we climbed up that bitch. And then Sindel rode on Gideon's back. Lotus turned into a giant spider. And then we got up there. And then the bubble went and just popped. And we went.
The housing bubble popped.
The housing
again.
bubble popped. Yep. And we got
Damn.
flung out of the water.
And
And we
out of a job.
landed. And we landed on the. I'm getting hit with a weather storm. And we landed, and we got up on the platform, and we met everyone. We are like, quick, give this to everyone. It's a cure. Even the people that aren't sick, go ahead and take it because it's gonna be like a vaccine. Like, what's a vaccine? We're like Middle Ages. We don't know this shit. And we're like, just drink it.
Just
so
fucking drink it.
we handed it all out, and then we started kind of going to our own separate people, and Lotus and her two little wives now were all like, oh, I love you. You're so cute when you're worried. Mwah! Pass out. And so they went to bed, and then everyone kind of went to bed. And the next morning, Attila was like, huh, where's my buddy, my new buddy, the guy I hated when I first saw him? And then they were like, I'm so sorry. He didn't make it. He was like, oh. And then the wedding happened. He wasn't there. This sounds familiar. Indiana. And so we... Sorry. The wedding starts.
Want to look me in the eye and say that again?
The wedding starts. Everyone's there. JR marries Lotus, Deidre, and Sachiko.
In the name of Spod.
In the name of Spod. And now they all have a +2 to their AC for the next week, as long as they're within 30 feet of each other. So Amy's going to have Sachiko riding in her pouch as a cat.
I thought it was gonna. I have a feeling it was like this. 30 feet. I thought you said 3 inches.
Men always lie. And so. And
I fucking died.
Oh yeah, and Sunel made Lotus, Sachiko, and Deidre moonstone rings, little itty bitty moonstone, because it's heavy as shit.
You're like, my finger's tired.
Right, like I can work out my finger. I lift up my finger.
One really buff finger.
Why
What's
is
that
the
ring finger
so
do?
big? What that ring finger do?
What that finger do? What the dog
What'd that
doing?
finger do?
What? Look at Maddie. What the drone doing?
Yeah.
And then I think that's yeah. We had the wedding and we left off.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
And Sage definitely said that we're gonna die because of it. There's that.
Oh yeah, Sage was like, "Mom's gonna kill you. Mom
Wow.
is going to kill you.
Mom's gonna kill me. Anyone within 100 miles is probably dead.
Yeah,
Fuck.
we're all dead. Sorry.
Hello,
which
my name's
Maddie
Attila.
To which Maddie said with everyone in 100 miles.
God.
And that is the story of last session.
You know,
Gorgeous.
I think Radiohead fits behind this perfectly. So, anyways,
Beautiful.
it is the same morning as the ceremony. The water level has dropped to the ground, and everything is either dried or drying. You found yourselves in more or less what used to be a sunken community, just that nestled in the trees. Let's see. Some people are real fucking busy in a weather show. Actually,
Sorry.
I'll start there. There's a knock on the tent.
Wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. All right. All
It's
right.
about to get kinky in here.
I mean, could
I'm
be.
just kidding.
What does
It's
TOS
probab-
allow?
It's right. It's real fucking loud right now, but there's a knock on the tent.
Nobody answers. Everybody gets quiet. No, like
I
what
have
the fuck is
breakfast.
someone
It's
Shit.
it's Sage.
Shit. 2 seconds, please. 2 seconds. More than a minute. I need a minute. I need a minute.
It's getting cold. Hurry
Fuck
up.
off. He's fuck off. It's the response he gets. Like, you're like, close. The things. Put the things on. Please put the things on. My brother. I'm gonna give them their fucking clothes. I'm gonna put on my fucking clothes. Did they put their fucking clothes on?
Yes, they put their clothes on.
Great. Lotus is gonna poke her head out of this fucking weather show and be like, "The fuck do you want?"
It's like-
even though.
I've got breakfast.
All right, come in, and just like opens the weather show him up.
He's like, actually, hold on. We didn't have that conversation yet, did we?
Which one?
Because I think he steps in with the breakfast. He puts it on the table, and as he says it, Deidre goes, "Oh yeah, you owe us, remember?" He's like, "What are you talking about?" She talked to us about the thing. You need to tell us how things went.
Oh, what? Who bitches did you pick up while you were around camp while I was out? Rescuing everyone.
He's like, "Well,
How'd that
hold
go?"
on. I know you guys got married and all, but did she actually talk to you?" "Yes, asshole. Give us the fucking details."
We need details. We need the fucking details.
Okay.
What are you
okay.
doing?
What am I doing?
What did you do? Not
I mean,
no. Who did you do? I don't need to know the what.
He's
I need
like-
I need the who's.
he's like, "Well, I'm actually kind of trying to avoid Stacy right now."
Why?
Why do you fucking think?
I mean, was it not a good time? She seems
Oh, it was a
like
great
such a nice person.
It was a great fucking time for her.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, right.
Dude, she's a fucking teeth banger.
No. No. Yeah, you should avoid that
Mhm.
one. I knew better. Like, I think she'd look at these and be like, I fucking knew better.
Satch goes, "Yes, you knew better."
Mm-hmm. So just
She's
that
like, "Are you
one then,
happy
huh?
now?" He's like,
No.
"You think I just that one?"
Just that one. You fucking hoe bag. What'd you do?
s- I got a sneak peek of those papers
Which the like
from Eris.
did you with how's that? She seems real stuck up. Like how'd that go?
She just needs some stress relief.
Oh my god. I don't like that. I don't want to talk about that anymore. Good for you. That's great. I don't like any of that. Eris is like I don't know, man. I don't know.
He's like, I mean, I might stick around a little bit.
Oh yeah. Now that I've saved your life. Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about compared to teeth banging. But anyways.
Oh, yeah, you do that. How long are you going to stick around this time? 3 days?
Well, I'm kind of in the ass end of nowhere. And
I
with
honestly
that
thought you were going
letter-
to say something else. And I was like, I feel like this is not the direction we should go. Shit.
He goes, at the very least, I'm going to stick it out for until we find Dahlia.
What do you mean we're finding Dahlia?
Oh, you didn't know? Who got that letter?
I got a letter, but I don't think she
Hmm.
told me.
No. There was a letter that popped up while you guys were down there.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, Dieter's letter from Dahlia.
Mhm.
And he's like, no, I know where we need to go. I just need
Where are we going?
I just need to convince Bob to take us there.
I mean, what's the benefit to Bob, though?
He's in charge.
No, what's the benefit to Bob going to wherever you want to go?
Dahlia's there.
That's not a benefit to Bob. That's a benefit to us. What's the benefit to Bob?
Oh, according to Dahlia, she can fix Gideon.
Oh, well, it's still a
At
benefit
least
to
she
us.
knows someone who can fix Gideon, or knows someone who knows how to fix Gideon. It's whatever.
I mean, but what if Gideon's perfectly happy being Gideon? Weird, broody, stuck with a demon inside of him. I mean, honestly, we've all got our internal demons, right? Like, don't get me wrong. I want to go see
look,
Dahlia. I just feel like you don't have a strong argument to commit to going wherever she is. Where the fuck are we going?
east,
We
and south a little bit.
Just west, okay? We're gonna go west. Okay.
Look, she didn't tell me where exactly the place was, just how to get there.
That feels like Dahlia. That
Mhm.
feels like Dahlia. You know, one day she won't talk in riddles anymore. She doesn't always talk in riddles. Not all the time. Just
No,
enough to
sometimes
make it
she stares.
annoying.
No, sometimes she stares at you and cries. And then you hit me because she stares at me and cries, and I did something apparently. Anyway,
Well, you know,
Deidre's
sometimes you
like,
do
wait,
shit.
she does that?
She's clairvoyant. He was gonna
Gotcha.
do something, so I fucking hit him. Yes. Yeah. A couple times. It's fine.
It's
Don't
like-
make Dahlia cry. We'll be
So
okay.
anyway, breakfast. I think we're
Yes.
shipping out in like 30, so you might want to figure your shit out.
Figure your shit out. Thank you for breakfast.
It's like I did figure out my shit last night. I'm up to 69. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a good number. Good for you. Proud of you. You got my
you got
money,
some catching
right?
up to do.
I'm done. I'm done.
I didn't take your money.
I thought I gave him money.
And then he gave it back because he was like, "No,
Oh.
you're not done. There's
Oh, I'm pretty
just
sure
as
I'm
long."
done. Like,
Mm.
like she just like waves at these people. She's like, I'm pretty sure I'm done.
He's like, "That doesn't mean it. You're a moon garden. That don't mean what you think it means." And he turns around and leaves.
She's gonna look back at these people and be like, I don't fucking know him. I'm not with him. Okay, I don't. This
Deidre
is a
goes,
lovely spread.
Didn't he make this stipulation earlier? But it had to be all three of us. He let you keep your count, but it had to be all three of us.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, is that even something you guys want to do?
Deidre goes, sounds like fun.
Oh my god, I married fuckboys. That's what she says. She's just like, oh my god, I married fuckboys.
Duh.
Okay, I'm fine with this. This is fine.
Lotus, I slept with a fuckboy. I fucking slept with a fuckboy. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
she turns and grabs something off the breakfast tray.
Very excited. She's very excited. She eats her fucking breakfast. She's very excited. She loves these people.
Think we're gonna cut over. Yeah, let's go ahead and cut to Attila. Attila, the wedding is over. It's late morning. People are packing up, getting things ready to go. What are you up to?
I think Attila just cut. Well, how does the land look now exactly? Like, is it open? Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's probably still sopping, but like, is it a lot deeper now that the water levels have dropped? Or
Oh yeah, this settlement was built in the middle of a dry riverbed, and
Okay.
so a pretty deep one too. So it's a canyon, kind of, sort of. Maybe a ravine is better to call it. It's about 20 feet deep, and probably 15, 20. No, probably 50 feet wide. It was a fairly big river once upon a time. But
Okay. Well, I think Attila's probably just on a because they were on like slats essentially why can't I think of the like docks I can't think of the name platforms
yeah,
is what we're on. I think he's just kind of on his own platform. I think at the moment Attila's as before is kind of just taking a moment to himself. I think more than anything he's probably meditating and
hmm
just praying to his god in the sense that he doesn't necessarily know. Like he's met one Null. I mean, he's killed many, but has this is for the first time he truly has talked to a Null, um, and is maybe at having a problem that he's on a quest to find something to destroy them.
hmm
And
At
I think
some
he's
point,
probably just asking Italy for guidance if in this moment.
right. I think at some point, you hear a voice over your shoulder. Hey, uh, it's Grelka actually. This
Oh,
half elf with this wooden mask covering her face.
oh, hello. What?
You would know
I,
her as
yeah.
part of Bob's four.
Yeah, I think it'd be like I'm sorry, I don't think we've officially met.
Wasn't a good time, really. She sits down next to you and goes, I'm supposed to check on you, but honestly, I'm just here for the quiet, too.
I appreciate that.
hmm
How are you? How are you holding up?
About the same as you.
Oh, I'm sure you're much worse off than I am.
Doesn't matter if you've known someone for 3 months or 3 minutes. Connection's a connection, and it's hard to get rid of.
It's not that I didn't know the man. It's just it's the first time I've ever interacted with well what I've known all my life as the enemy, besides violence.
He seemed to have you pegged pretty good.
You know, the whole reason I'm out here is to well destroy his kin, or at least maybe not necessarily destroy, but get something that I don't know helps me and my people in our war against them, the enemy, Knowles.
Hmm. Yeah, I get that, she says, looking out among the trees. I wish I had answers for you, but then again, I wish I had answers for a lot of things. Why I'm here, not somewhere else.
There's a lot of unknowns in this world.
Yeah, I guess.
I just I guess I've been looking probably just looking towards wherever. I don't necessarily think I'm holding eye contact with her. I'm just looking straight ahead as she's probably looking
Mhm.
next straight ahead, and I'll actually turn to look at her and say you know, Flanagan is a good man. Was a good man, is a good man. He's not done.
Maybe.
Nah, he he was strong, very strong. Goofy, yes. He made me laugh, but strong. Good warrior.
Yeah, that's what everybody saw of him.
What did you see at him?
Kindness, integrity. He put on this act for the entire room to see. And because he's just short man with a dog, everybody bought it. Sorry, I said too much. She
No,
probably
not at all.
stands. We leave in 30 minutes. I'd get my stuff together if I were you. It looks like it's going to be some clear traveling, so I don't think Bob's going to be putting out a Pathfinder team, at least for the moment.
Where are we heading? Exactly. What's our next move?
He doesn't know. He's talking with Naya right now. She
Okay.
kind of puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "We remember those who've touched us. Don't forget that." And she leaves.
I just pat my hand on her hand, and I just go back to probably just meditating. Give it like 10 more minutes before we get it back up, and I'll go rejoin after that amount of time.
So, I think the next person on this list. Hey, Sanel, where are you at? You got 30 minutes before you break camp. Or you got 30 minutes to break camp.
Sanel is nothing if not efficient and has probably done their part and is probably just watching, actually Attila of all people, who's just been mopey since we got back.
Mm-hmm. And where are you? I'm sorry.
Probably near the cart, maybe sitting on like the back step, the footstep that you use to get into the cart.
Right.
Sitting on that, toying with Maddie in her deactivated configuration.
Gotcha. There's a knock on the side of the cart.
Glances with those serpentine eyes they have.
It's Levy. She goes, "So, we're out of danger. It's a neat little toy you've got."
It's more than a toy. Looking down
No.
at Maddie.
It's the whole reason you've left. You left Lotus and dragged me along with you, she says with kind of a smile. They say with kind of a smile.
Looks at Maddie's like, no, this is a physical aspect of it, but it wasn't the reason I left.
You owe me that explanation. I've trusted you up to this point. Family, huh? It always goes back to family with you. Family's why you reached out to me in the first place.
It does kind of bristle at it always goes back to family with you, but takes a breath to calm. It's like, it does. Whether we like it or not, blood shapes us more than we wish. Some of us, by the virtue of what we were born as more than others. But if we were wont to stay as nature intended, we would be nothing more than babbling apes and lizards, and kind of looks over towards someone who is other some exotic race.
They're
That.
Hadozi. Right.
Look over, holding Maddie, this machine, be like, the strength of man is taking what nature made wrong and making it better, because we can.
The proverbial you. Man. So, you've got me stuck out in the ass into nowhere. I'm
You
not
had
gonna try
every
and rebuild
opportunity.
this town. It's not mine.
You had
Yeah, I've been stuck
every
on a
opportunity.
platform for the past month, right?
To say no, I mean.
What, to leave Lotus? Oh, come on, you know your family. Even if I had said no, I'd be purged just like the rest of your contacts, just for knowing you. You heard from many of them? Because I haven't. You
I
sure we're
sent a
safe out
letter.
here?
I sent a letter to Little Duck. Keep an eye out.
Oh yeah. Heard anything
I
back
tr-
from Little Duck?
You know that the red threads keep everything close to chest. I wouldn't expect to hear anything back.
Yeah, I suppose if you did, it'd be bad times indeed. You really think they're gonna stop chasing us out here? Because I'll be honest, they got as far as Shade Tree. That's why I went further south.
I don't really care. Part of me hopes that they come. Hopes they find me. Looking down at Maddie, kind of moving parts around, just to show them I'm everything they would have feared.
You've always had a one-track mind, that's for sure. Just
I
think
want what
about who you're
everyone
dragging
hopes.
into trouble along the way.
I want what everyone in this whole damned place wants. I want to be remembered. I want to prove that I'm better than the people I came before. That I am setting out to do it more earnestly without hiding behind other things is of no fault of mine.
That's almost admirable.
The admirable are only remembered as long as the people who admired them.
It's probably fair
I intend to leave things behind that will make sure that I'm remembered.
Include your old contacts, allies, burned.
Just quiet.
Not sure why I care. I'm safe. Just can't help but think of all the people who aren't. She pats the side of the cart. Well, I guess I can trust you. I guess I'll follow your lead, like usual. Just like old times, huh?
Snow is uncomfortable and just hops off the foot of the cart and pulls up the hood to their cloak of protection and starts stalking over towards Attila and is like, I need to talk to Attila.
Okay.
Very much one of those, I don't know how to end conversations like a normal person, so I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Me through most of my 20s. Wonderful.
But would approach Attila and just kind of stand behind him for an uncomfortably long time and then just say, you weren't at the wedding.
Yeah, I guess Till would just be astonished as he kind of just looks over his shoulder. Oh, yeah. No, I wish them the best. Nothing against them. I just had some things I had to ask Chatelier. I know you don't believe in, or you don't not necessarily believe, but care about religion. But there's some. I find it comforting to talk to him sometimes, though he may be a god of violence. Ironic, isn't it?
I did have a question, because I believe I know why you're here.
Yeah, I think Attila will probably go ahead and stand up at this point, turn around to face you, and go ahead. What do you think?
Why do you care that the Knoll is dead?
You know, I'm asking that myself. And I don't know if the answer that I've been told is that there are enemies for many years, but you're just told something. I guess I'm I don't know. I wish I would have been able to at least ask more, talk more. Not necessarily sad, just disappointed.
There are a few slow blinks as this doesn't seem to really fit. Like there's a bit of a look of shock at first. Perhaps Sinel had expected that there would have been a bit more of a shorthand or snappy answer back. Sinel's used to people responding in kind to all of their bullshit. And it just shrugs and is like, from a people that try to kill you so many times over, shouldn't you be glad they're gone? It's one less thing to worry about stabbing you in the back.
I was never worried about that from the beginning. He was not a capable warrior. And I don't know. And he kind of just looks at his feet. I just wish I could have talked to him a bit longer. That's all.
There's a long pause and a deep breath. This is why I don't think about people if I can help it. I'm a man of intelligent things. And this is... I'm not even going to say there needs to be insight. This is deflection.
Yeah. I say, well, people have a lot to offer. Can learn a lot from people. You don't have to close everything off.
And there's that uncomfortable shift of the shoulders. People leave. People take what they want and they leave. This party won't last. This expedition won't last. As soon as Bob has whatever they're after, they'll leave. As soon as Gideon has whatever they want, Lotus... I'm surprised that Lotus is still here, but I think that speaks more to her stamina than anything else.
I don't know. I've watched you and Lotus and everyone else, and I mean, I am your friend and I am everyone else's friend, but I don't have the bond that you and Lotus have, and you can deflect that all you want, but I think the relationship goes beyond just this expedition. Now, I mean, I can't guarantee that. I don't know. I guess you just kind of got to see what happens. People do leave, but not all of them. Some stay, some are loyal. The people in my pride are loyal. They only leave when they must. It's a choice.
Again, Snell just looks off into the distance with a narrowed look to their eyes. And that look when someone is trying to think of what to say, several half-stopped words, and then just a quick huffy breath, and it's like, we'll see. And then just as quickly as they had disappeared from Levy's side, goes and disappears to find a place that a place to look sufficiently busy or brooding enough that people will leave the weird, snappy snake person alone.
As you abruptly leave, I think Attila would just kind of like, and then kind of just chuckle like, okay, and then just follow behind you a lot slower because I'm sure you're probably taking off. Like,
It's not like it is a power walk.
yeah, exactly. I think Attila will follow along with Sinel, but give him his space and probably go get breakfast and actually rejoin people from being by himself.
And maybe we stop Sinel's spot. Sinel gets far enough away and just kind of, almost like a child, kind of how crouches down on their feet, rear almost on the ground, just holds the container that is Maddie, kind of turns it in their hands a bit. It's just like, you'll never leave.
Because it doesn't have a choice.
Yeet.
Or does she? But actually, yeah, you don't ever leave. You couldn't. You can't.
Oh, I want to give Snell a hug.
Too real for me.
I want to go find you, but I don't know what you're doing right now.
I know what you're doing right now, and we need a
I'm-
cleric.
I'm having breakfast. I
You
don't
need a
feel-
priest.
It's
And-
fine.
Oh,
Need
exorcist?
Jesus.
Is
Actually, that's Gideon, which we can
Y'all
cut
need
to
Adelier.
next if we're all right.
perfect.
If that's okay with you guys. If you're
Yeah.
okay. What's Gideon doing? Gideon.
Well, everything's settled down. We got a little time. He's probably gonna go find Sorry, I started stretching when you asked, and it's one of those kind of stretches. Ah, that was good. He's gonna go find the dude. I
There are
can't remember
lots
his
of
name.
dudes here.
I can't remember his name.
There are some
Lebowski.
dudes, some dude presenters.
Yes, I'm trying to find
Mhm.
Lebowski.
Where's my money, Lebowski?
I'm just it's not scrolling up is gonna do me no good. My dude, my desert dude. My desert buddy.
Nadir?
Buddy of the desert. Nadir. Yeah, that's yeah.
The dude.
The dude. Close enough. Nadir, the dude.
Let's see. Nadir is spending the morning in quiet contemplation. He's got a book in front of him.
Ew, he reads? Gross. Never mind. I go somewhere else.
Illiterate
Okay.
ass motherfucker.
Damn, brutal.
I'm not gonna go fucking talk to a nerd. I have enough for that. Anyways,
So,
yes.
Yeah,
I'll sit
he
down with him.
Yeah, he looks over. Oh, Sunborn. Hello.
No,
What can I do for you?
just Gideon.
Just Gideon. It's like saying the sun just rises, or that the desert is just beautiful.
It does, and it is. I need you to tell me about the one. Who was it? Was it his tribe or was it a different tribe that had the decanter?
It was another tribe.
Tell me about the tribe that is withholding the water from everyone.
What do you want to know?
I need a name of every single person in the tribe. The person.
Hmm.
What can you tell me about the one who leads them?
Well, he's probably trying to figure out how to put. He's
Did I
trying to
ask
figure out.
Did
Was
I ask
that-
the DM a question too soon and didn't give you enough time to prepare?
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
welcome to Fridays.
Oh yeah? What question should I push on more so you have trouble answering?
Dude, tell me the intricate history of everything here.
Okay, I'll keep asking that. He looks at you and goes, the Al Shiar are, I would say ruthless, but doesn't everyone have to be in the desert at least a little bit? The most important thing is space, because there's so little of everything packed into it. Their leader, Musab, he's decided that it's time to reunite the families. And with that decanter, he might just stand a chance of doing it.
But you told me he was withholding the water from people.
Only from those who choose not to enlist. Not enlist, but join. Can I tell you a secret, Gideon Sunborn?
It's almost a shudder every time he says that name, but he'll
Hmm.
he'll nod his head.
There is a reason that I am here. I'm not a runaway. No, I was tasked with finding another endless decanter.
It is a worthy cause.
There is a secret coalition building. I do not believe your tribe is privy to it yet, but there are others massing. The desert is dying. And if we don't all work together to figure out what that cause is, what's the point? We could have all the water we wanted. We'd just drown in sand.
You kind of nod at that. Like, the desert is a desert, but it's not what makes it home.
You're right. Just the people there that make it home.
But since we're kind of like looking towards wherever it be, since we're headed that way, there might be something I can convince the caravan to look into.
That might be amicable. It would mean I could tag along until we return to the desert.
I see no issue with that.
It would be good to travel in a group again. Feel like I was back home, except with more green and less. Is it always cold to you here? It's always cold to me.
Looking down at his massive robes. Always. But it's tolerable.
Yes,
Finding
I should
new-
think so.
Finding new family helps. Until we can return to ours.
You're a man of wise words, Gideon Sunborn. And as he stands up, he holds out his hand to help you up.
I take it, but he probably realizes there's no pull because with Gideon's weight, it would just yank him down back to the ground. But yeah, he'll take it and stand up.
It's a gesture, if
Yeah.
nothing else.
Yeah, he knows. That's why he's not just standing up and like, no, I don't need a hand.
Right. I think we're gonna fast forward, unless anybody else has anybody they'd like to talk to. We'll fast forward half an hour or so. I have plans. I saw that look.
No looks. Just
Mm-hmm.
just talking shit behind everybody's back. No looks. No, I'm just kidding.
That tracks.
That's okay.
We'll fast forward half an hour. Everybody, the camp is ready to go, or should be ready to go. Some people might be trying to put things in the closet still. But Bob wants to see the I want to call them fire teams, but the Pathfinder teams.
Combat team.
There you go.
That's right.
Lotus would close her closet door and then close up her weather shome.
Okay. Nothing
But-
falls out.
Nothing good. That's great. That's fucking great. Wander that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until we'll go after helping clean up breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a
Hey,
couple
your meat
people with
tastes
me.
normal this time.
What's that?
The meat you've made tastes normal this time.
Ah, finally. I deserve that. I deserve a good tasting regular meat meal.
Bob's sitting probably on the back of the cart he rides in. You can see there's more gray in his hair than there was yesterday, it seems like. And he's looking at the 15 of you. 15 of you. And says, all right, so I've. He seems to have some trouble focusing. I think maybe Gregby steps forward and says, we're going to be taking a small detour. There's probably like on the foot of he's probably got a map on the foot of this go ahead. Okay. He's probably got a map sitting on the foot of this cart, and he goes, this morning Naya mapped out our route. Looks like we're going to be taking a detour into Plains. And I can just pull you guys over to the map. The spot he's got marked is the exact same spot where Lotus's vision was.
How far away is that from my pride?
It's a little ways north.
North. Okay.
Or sorry, actually, hold on. From where your pride is, your pride is north of this, so it is south. You notice something that's a little concerning. This is right in the middle of the Deadlands.
Oh. We can't go there. You understand that, right? I don't know if Naya's aware of what's there, which is nothing but death.
What do
We
you mean?
leave death everywhere
Says
we
Gregby.
go.
All right, Gregby
Yes,
will
but
look at you concerned.
that you're not too far. Well, it's I guess in decent ways. It doesn't matter. I'm familiar with the area, considering it's close to my home. Those lands are. No one goes there and comes back. That's what my pride calls the Deadlands.
It's probably a voice from the peanut gallery. It's Sage. He goes, no, there's something there. Getting messages from people that live right in the center of it.
Live there.
Maybe it's ghosts.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Many Leonin have gone. None have come back.
I mean, but
All
what
I'm
if they
saying
just
is-
like it?
What if they just like it?
Even Sano will look at Lotus, saying maybe they just like it with this look that's like, bruh.
Well, no,
Bruh.
like, listen, hear me out. Sage is getting letters from her sister who says she's there. So it's like, and she's not one to lie, and she's pretty good.
No, she's
With
not.
some
As a matter of
stuff.
fact, she tells the truth far too often, even when it's detrimental to her.
Honestly, it's brutal sometimes too. Fucking brutal. But I mean, if she says she's there, then there's somebody there. At least her.
Unless this
And-
is
I
all
mean,
one giant
it's-
cruel joke and she's been leading us to our death this entire time, which is why she cries every time she sees me.
I mean, maybe. Or you're just an asshole to her. There could be that. Like,
Oh, see, you had a chance to call me ugly and you missed it. And that's
I don't
disappointing.
think you're ugly. Sage, you're fucking gorgeous. Okay, we're all fucking gorgeous. Eat shit.
Eat shit.
Sachiko whispers something to Deidre, and Deidre laughs.
All I'm saying is none have come back. I don't see how we're going to make it through there. It's a fog. It's deadly. If anyone is there, I don't want to see what they look like.
I mean, I think
Well, fine, since Lotus threw away that opportunity. But why? Sage is over there and we tolerate him. There, everyone's happy.
Sanel, would you like to be an honorary moon garden?
No! No!
Marriage proposal.
No.
No,
And then he wakes up from his nightmare.
No, like I just need somebody to razz Sage with me. It's funny.
It doesn't seem.
Raz Sage because he
Normal.
don't got the Riz.
Exactly.
It seems strange that even you would be afraid to go into an area like that. To Attila.
Oh, I mean, my people, none of my peers of Fangs have died. I mean, as far as I know, they've died. Many Fangs have gone, and no Fang has ever returned.
I still hold to they just really like wherever they went. I don't know. Is your tribe kind of barbaric? Maybe they want a free life. I don't know.
Do you-
I don't know.
Do you think of me as a barbarian?
Aren't you?
What?
But,
Aren't you
like,
though?
aren't you though?
Sanel does
Yeah.
open their mouth and then close it and then just be like, can't say that.
He doesn't
I
say
don't
it
know.
aggressively. Like he's
No.
not trying. What you think? No, he's
No,
very
because that
calm
would
in
be
his
proving the
demeanor.
point.
Exactly.
Right.
Do you think I'm a barbarian? I rage!
And I punch Lotus in the face for 10d12 damage. Roll a new character.
This does
mean,
present an opportunity.
My
though.
father would have never gone there, so I would never myself.
Okay, now that is a question that is an interesting idea. Are you never going to go anywhere that your parents haven't gone?
No, it's not that he hasn't gone there. It's that we've lost people there. So I've always been told my entire life, never go to the Deadlands, unless you're. Man, we only time we've ever did it was because we were desperate. Our resources were low, and
I,
the war.
I get
It's
it. You know, I get it. I mean, like, I understand the concept of it. I don't know. My parents were different. They told us to go find all the
They're
places
built
that they
different.
couldn't- They're built different.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline. They told us to go to all the places that they couldn't find. They told us to go everywhere and make our own stories. Why not?
I mean,
I think
I guess if you have an air bubble, I guess I saw you do that. Maybe that would work, but it's a fog.
you-
It's shrouded
you-
in a fog.
I can give you an air bubble if it'll make you happy. I could do
I
it
mean,
right now if you want.
There's no
Should I
fog
convert
around us right now.
No, I know.
Should I convert
but
Maddie into a giant fan?
regardless, there's other reasons for us to
Till
go there,
it just
says Bob.
crosses. Yeah, he
Yes.
just looks down at his feet, crosses his arms. I'm sorry, I'm
Mhm.
listening.
No, you're good. According to the map, it seems that the expedition trail leads there. Did anybody
wonder they
give
didn't
him
come
or
back.
show him the logbook?
I feel like we
I don't
would.
feel like we had the opportunity, but I feel like we would.
I think
Maybe after this. Maybe after
I think
this meeting.
Sanel, you have
Yeah.
it right.
Yeah, Sanel has it because Sanel's the only one that can fucking read.
I can read.
We all figured
Yeah,
out
you
we
can
can
read just
read.
fine.
Just varying levels of.
Oh, yeah,
grade.
I forgot. You guys
You can
can
speak
read, but it,
multiple languages. That's different from being able to read.
It was Flanagan that couldn't read.
It was
Yeah.
funny they couldn't fucking read.
no, Flanny couldn't write.
No, he couldn't read either. Remember, he had us read it to him.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
People are very advanced people. Okay, we're very.
Everybody here.
We
like,
teach
can
people
we
to read.
We
Can we
dwarves are
establish-
natural sprinters. Very dangerous over short distances.
Can we just establish that everybody here can fucking read?
I know.
I have
Sanel
been
will
treating
tease
it
me
like
for
that
it.
because It makes it difficult for the DM.
Just be
the
glad
game.
we're not in 3.5, where barbarians literally have the prerequisite if they can't learn to read.
You have to be big
They
Crazy.
stupid.
have to be illiterate. They have to be fucking like.
It's
You-
dumb.
They have to walk up to a devil, grab
like
the
to hit
devil by
things.
the plate mail, the hellish plate mail, pull them close and go, "You're just a demon with a book, and I hate reading." And punch them.
God. Okay. He probably goes. We still, from what it sounds like, we found at least members of the Lost Expedition. We still don't have what we need to turn this in. And as much as I hate to say it, it looks like the things we want are laying a trail right to where we're supposed to go. He probably has a handkerchief and he coughs into it, shakes his
man.
head.
Are you alright?
He just kind of waves it off, kind of a later thing.
Mm.
And he says, "Let's break camp. Let's at least see what we're looking at when we get there." Tilla?
Hey, I'm along, okay? I'll do
Alright.
my best to lead you where I know somewhat, but
I'll give you an air bubble. I'll absolutely give you an air bubble. I swear. I'll whatever makes you comfortable. How about that?
first you bring me to the sopping wet rain place. Now we go to the Forbidden Deadlands.
Is it not helpful to point out that mists are usually just clouds on the ground, which means they're also wet?
Why do you make things harder sometimes?
Life is nothing without challenges, Lotus. You give yourself plenty every day.
She is not gonna look back at these women because that's shitty. Internally, she's like, "Yep, sure fucking do." So-
God.
All right. Well, I think I guess I'll go
If
help
there's
break
nothing
down
else,
camp.
alright. If there's nothing left, we leave in 5. As he
If
coughs
only
into
there
a
was
handkerchief
something
again.
else we had to talk about, pulling out the logbook and tapping it against the side of his head.
Oh, that's
Who's he-
right.
Who's he doing
We
that
found
to?
that.
Oh, yeah.
That Sanel's doing that, like, knowing Bob is right there, it's just kind of a dickish,
He sees it. He looks at Gregby and says, "We'll make sure we're ready to go." He waves you guys over. It's probably just you 5. I think Deidre and Sachiko go, "You guys found it. You have fun." And they disperse along with Osgard, Benoit, the Renegades. John's been awfully quiet.
Good.
John knows not to open their fucking mouth around
I need
Lotus.
everybody to make me a
Good.
perception check.
Good.
Come on,
And
baby. Big
then,
money, big money, big money, big money.
Ends.
Ooh, big money.
What's
There's
that fucking asshole doing? Shit, that's good.
I don't see shit.
Nope.
Everyone in this little circle here. There's the 15 of you guys. There's Bob's 4. There are probably maybe a dozen other people kind of gathered around just to see what's going on. When you pull out that book, it seems like everybody's transfixed on it. At least for a moment.
Does Sanel notice that?
You just
So
Kinda looks around the room.
would, yes. With a 16.
So there's definitely that loot goblin look that they give right back of "No, mine! I found it! It's mine!" kind of thing.
Mhm.
But also the bitch. If I find this missing, I will insert caps into asses.
So much ass talk, you guys. Anyway,
I'm an ass man. What
You're
can
the
I
one
say?
noticing it.
all the time, it's a problem.
So he motions you guys in. The rest of the crowd disperses, and he... What exactly did you find?
Was the expedition perhaps led by someone with a very fancy hat?
Bly something?
Commander Bly.
Commander Bly?
Yeah.
Commander Tiberius Bly? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
Oh,
He's
dead.
an
I would-
asshole.
He's an
Well,
asshole.
they're dead.
Well, they're dead. That's...
I mean,
Uh.
'cause we killed him. Because he had turned into the thing.
Are you referring to the
mm, it's
black
unfortunate.
inky demon thing with the tri hat?
Yes,
Mhm.
the very fancy
Oh.
hat. Why didn't we take that with us?
Because it was baked into the goop.
Ah,
so
lame. We
it
couldn't
disappeared
go.
when he disappeared.
Couldn't Jack Sparrow his hat?
No.
It's a strong book. I tried to break it open. It wouldn't work.
He just kind of looks at it. He holds out a hand. He's like, "Has this been opened? It's locked."
With magic. It's locked with the arcane lock spell. And don't you know the
Mm.
one spell I don't know is knock.
Do you have a key?
Kind of furrows his brow. Don't have a key. Don't we have someone here that knows knock? He's thinking.
I do.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
right. Let me grab my weather show.
Long
probably-
stare.
Yeah, Tell does that. He just knocks on the wood.
I don't know. Maybe the powerful sorcerer or the bard.
Oh shit, my people? Do my people know things? I don't ask. We don't fucking talk.
We don't talk.
I
We
don't-
just fuck.
That's what we do. We're busy. We're busy. I don't know. I don't actually know what their spell list is because I've never asked.
You're
them.
they're just there to look
Never
pretty,
asked.
huh?
That's what it is. That's all it is. I'm just a pretty face. I'm just the muscle. I barely
They're
know
just there
common.
to look pretty and be your
Shit.
wives, huh? They don't know any
Mm.
spells.
Lotus reads at a kindergarten level.
Oh God.
Lotus
God.
finds Dr. Seuss to be a riveting storyteller.
It's so good.
Probably,
I, like when it
I
rhymes.
think at some point, you guys are saying that, and a voice speaks up. I do.
Which
If
one
you
is this
turn,
person?
it's Heshima.
Oh.
Heshima at this point is out of her bandages. She's heavily scarred.
Ooh.
And she goes, "I can open it for you, Bob." It's like, "Good, that's exactly the answer I was waiting for." And he holds out the book to Heshima. She moves slowly. What's up?
And Lotus would probably just be like, "How are you feeling, man? You all right?"
She's like, "I'll make a full recovery."
Okay.
Yeah, no,
those
she's
look
moving
good.
slowly. What's that?
Oh, I say, Tell says those look good.
She's like, "I think I'd rather have full use of my hands back." As she takes this book in her hands, she presses her palm to this lock, and there's a sound like, there is a loud knocking sound as as the clasp clicks and falls open. She hands it back to Bob without opening it and goes, "If you need me, I'll be in the cart." And she passes back through the crowd.
I thought you were about to say, and she passes back out.
And she passes back out. No, she
I'm out.
passes. No. It looks like even with the magic healing, the scars, there's some big, deep scars.
Poor thing.
And yeah, I bet Sage is also here because Sage is a nosy bitch. I'm gonna
Well-
guess he's probably near Sanel, and he goes, "Damn, she's fucked up."
It's no jolt. It's like- just this look like Like, why? And just don't do that. Don't ever do that again.
What? I thought you saw me here.
Pulls up and down the hood as if to emphasize that it hampers peripheral vision.
He's like, okay, my bad. Shit. I thought, all right, I guess I'll just. He just kind of steps back.
I feel like Lotus would just be like, just
He comes over. It's like,
Yes,
dude, I'm not trying anything. Jesus
Just-
fucking
just-
Christ.
and just be cool, man. Just be cool. It's enough
Yes.
of jumpy bean. Like,
He goes to pouting and being like, the only thought that ever goes to that man's head is which one he's going to be sleeping with.
I'm not trying to sleep with you. Jesus fucking Christ. You tried to drown me
I'm not
once
a
already.
thought.
Ooh.
Said that a little loud.
oh shit.
He just kind of
Bob.
looks at Lotus, looks back, and goes, Bob, what's in the fucking book?
Yep, there you go.
Bob's pouring through it, and he's, well, this is the logbook, all right. It looks like, the last entry was made a little over a year ago.
A year.
Looks like it was the plan to go into the caves, he says, nodding towards where the cave is, and see if they couldn't find he's like, some of this is hard to read. Long story short, it looks like they were trying to find a cure for the sickness themselves. My guess is that they asked, and Spod sent a flood.
Oh, you know what? Actually, Spot mentioned that. Yeah. That's what they asked for. And did it
I'm
work?
of the
Did he
opinion,
say-
I'm of the opinion, you ask the goddess of nature for acts of nature. You ask someone like, I don't know, the god of healing for healing. But that's just me.
I mean, she did give us what we need, though.
Right, because you're one of her children.
Just born into the family. It's whatever. But sure.
She takes care of her own. And we were fortunate in that. He
Yeah.
probably coughs into his handkerchief.
She's
again.
selfish.
She's nature. Nature is selfish.
I beg to differ.
Nature is scary.
Right. Like you're like, I beg to
Nature is
differ.
Scary.
And Gideon's like, that's incorrect.
Nature is relentless and harsh and chaotic, but can also be giving and loving and kind if treated with respect.
Couldn't have
Nature
said
is
it
not
better myself.
selfish.
Were you gonna ask him anything about why he's coughing so much? You were
That
going
and,
to.
like, I wanted to, yeah, but like, why didn't you take some of that cedar oil? Did it help?
But dude. No, this is
Nothing?
something different. Lung problems. Had him for a minute.
Okay. Do you like? We got a fucking 1,000,007 clerics around here. You want to like hit some up and
Well, that's the best part about dwarves. Not only are we resistant to magic, but so are our diseases. I've tried
Gross.
everything under the sun.
So what's
It's no
your
big deal.
plan? Yeah, right. No big deal. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I finish this
Sure.
expedition and then I retire. Again. For good.
Okay.
He's got a smile on his face. Don't you worry about me. I'll be here for a minute yet.
Okay.
Ain't no stone lung that's gonna get me.
Yeah. I mean, but can we like? Do you need want some hot tea, man? Will that help like ease anything? It's not magic. it's
Naya
just
probably
hot.
speaks up. Bob has his routines.
Are they working?
He's like, no. That's tea sounds great sometime. Sometime. We've
Okay.
got plenty of time. We'll be on the road for about 2 weeks before we get, or a week before we get to where we're going.
Okay. I got a great tea recipe. My mom gave it to me. Hers always turns out better though.
Hmm. Moon
Hope
garden
it's
pie.
better
You
than
know
the
what I could
coffee
really
recipe.
go for right now?
Hmm.
Your mother made the best key lime pie.
My mother makes the best fucking key lime pie. Oh, so good. Like drizzled. She drizzles the lime over the top so it's not too limey. Like it's just perfect. I have never had a key lime pie like hers in my life.
What's a key lime pie?
Oh shit. You should come to the
Your
moon
mother
garden sometime.
cooked.
Cooks. Yeah. She cooks and bakes and is still alive and
Is it
still
is it-
alive?
yeah. She cooks for well a lot. Let's see how many. 17 at one time? How many are home right now? I think only 11 or 12.
Oh, they've had more since I was there.
Oh, you've been. You've been? Isn't it
Once.
beautiful? I miss it sometimes.
Hmm. It's a place I can't stay too long. Otherwise, I
Why?
never leave.
Yeah, they kick us out. They fill our heads full of fantasy and adventure and then kick us out and tell us to make stories. Sometimes
How
I just wish I was
disgustingly
home.
sweet.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
know.
you
I'd
could
love
do
to
a
meet
little
all
bit
your
of saccharin
families.
in your life, couldn't you, Sunel?
Sweetness breeds. What would he say? Some snippy line like, "Sweet minds breed sweethearts, and sweethearts hesitate."
Okay, you know what? While I do kind of think that's okay, you have not met my baby sister. She's a goddamn hellion. She's the worst of us. I fucking love her. She's only 9. I'm actually kind of scared, but it's fine.
She's
It's
8.
neither here nor
She's
there.
8 right now.
She's 8. She's 8 years old. She's my favorite.
Oh, I would love for you to meet my brothers.
I feel like you probably have a better time with my family, just from the vibes.
I'm the sweet one.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
What
It
about
was
you,
seen as a
Gideon?
curse.
I don't think I've ever asked. What's your family like?
Who was that to?
Gideon.
Okay, that's what I thought, but there was a lot of noise. Gideon just like kind of starts at that, like,
Hmm.
I mean, family is family. My parents raised me. They're loving. It's like he's not his normal laconic self. It's more of a I have no idea how to answer this kind of question.
Well, you've been getting letters from home. That's sweet.
Yeah, those are mainly from my fiance.
I didn't realize. He just.
I guess it'd be
Right.
betrothed, not fiance. They'd probably use betrothed.
It's like I didn't know that. Congratulations. What? So what are you doing here?
It's
He's. What am I doing
I-
here? Immediately stands up
after you
and
don't answer
leaves.
for a second, Attila's actually a lot more interested. Looks up, looking at you.
it's more of a personal reason.
I suppose I shouldn't press too much. And he hops off the gate of this. He hops off the foot of this wagon.
Visible relaxation.
All right, everybody. I think it's about time we head out. Don't you think?
Please.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. He walks around to the front of the wagon. I think everybody's in line. And he hops up in the driver's seat and just kind of nods. Well, get in your cart. Let's go.
I'm gonna sit next to Sano.
Where are my people?
Bitch.
In the
Are they
cart.
in their own cart?
They've probably wandered back that way.
Okay. Lotus will get in the cart with the devils, but she's kind of like,
Yeah. Does she make that look to them?
she will.
Oh no, that cart is full. I was about to say there's room. That cart is full.
It's probably full.
Probably
okay.
full.
It's all right.
There's room
What
in the
card
cart
is
back
full?
there.
Which card is
The-
full?
Wait, what
The
do you
devil's
say?
cart.
Is
The
it
one with
full? So-
the wives, or
Oh,
they want
The
the
gilded
wives.
the gilded claw has room for one more. There's only
I'm
5
going.
of them.
I'm just like, peace. And I'm just gonna fucking
Peace.
boogie. Like, I'll see you when we get there.
Because
Where's
most people can
Sage?
walk now.
Yeah. Where's Sage at?
Sage, he's probably he was probably following you at one point and then realizes,
Mhm.
oh shit.
Sorry, buddy.
He just for a
Take my
moment he
spot.
has a look on his face and then he shakes it off.
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
What's the look? What's the look, buddy?
It's hard to gauge. Hard to
Uh,
gauge.
I think she'd be like, you go sit with
Nah,
the devils.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
a great
that's fine.
bunch. You'll like
Mhm.
them. Do not.
Sure.
Touch
Yeah,
Sinel.
I wasn't gonna touch Sinel.
I know, but like also
Even for
like
guidance.
yeah, like clear your throat when you're going to talk to them, because like imagine they are a deer in the forest and you have to just be real delicate with how you approach them. Otherwise, they're going to spook and then bite you, and not in the way you probably enjoy.
I mean,
just kinda like
Sage has
most-
probably seen Sinel yawn, and have you ever seen a snake yawn?
It's
Mhm.
wild. It's fucking wild.
like they unhinge their jaw.
hmm They do that
And the
cute little like
fangs.
mouth move thing. It's fucking adorable.
But yeah, because they actually their heads are made out of 4 different bones, which is why they're so stretchy.
They're so fucking cute. With the fucking goopy, like, I love them.
And
With
he's
the
like, this
sheaths.
ain't my first rodeo. Trust me.
Right.
I was just off my guard. Now I know what's going on. And not to touch the pretty
Snake person.
snake them.
Pretty. Oh, I'd be careful. Don't tell them you think
I'm
they're
not saying shit.
pretty.
I'm not saying shit.
They will never let me live it down, and you will probably die. So,
Yeah.
die before our mom catches us.
That's probably preferable. But okay. As he goes to the devil's cart.
She'd probably fucking bones him before
Yeah.
fucking walking out, because they're bros.
Yeah.
Yeah. She'd wander
He
over.
probably casts like a backwards glance just over his shoulder as he gets in the cart.
Oh, Sage, will you be joining us on this trip?
Yep, might as well. There's an extra spot after all. Just pretend I'm the new Lotus, except more handsome.
Will do.
From the other cart. He's not. You don't hear that. I don't yell that.
No.
Sinel was spending this time starting the 10-week process of making the Periapt of Health, or whatever it's called. The one that gives you like a 19 in Constitution or whatever.
Oh god. Gotcha.
So has this like probably some gem we've picked up along the way, like a ruby, and like because I can make any tools I want. Like has deconstructed the gun to its base parts and somehow twisted them with magic into jeweler's tools. We're using them
Oh,
to
that's cool.
carefully shape the whole thing into like a heart.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I think, yeah, you guys take the time. You're on the way. I'm assuming Gideon's driving, at least for the first part of this. At least
Probably. If
initially,
not walking
yeah.
alongside the horses, driving them that way, like, come on.
Yep. What Levy had said earlier was true. The underbrush here has been so washed out, and I mean drowned effectively, that it's also being in a dry riverbed, what was once a river, that there's no dense underbrush to cut through.
Just soggy
And
ground.
just damp ground, which
Just bog bottom.
Moist. Hey, bog bottom.
this river was stone to begin with, so there's a lot of gravel. I think,
Bumpy.
yeah.
Actually, no, it's not that bumpy because we have
Oh
a.
yeah, no, because there's a.
Yeah.
Yep. You have magic suspension, which the Gilded Claw also have now too.
Yep.
Magic suspension. Let's see. Somebody roll me a d8.
I got you.
Two, sir.
Perfect. So, 2 days worth of travel are going by. What are people doing? Not who people are doing. We know that already.
I know what I'm doing for 10 weeks.
For 10 weeks, yep.
Mm.
But you have that moonstone now. So you don't need
Mhm.
any components. You just make it. Just
That's
remember,
neat.
I think those 3 rings were probably one usage
One piece.
of that.
So now I'm
you've got
down
6
to
left.
After this, 5.
Yes.
Yeah, and let me see what the periactive health is.
Man, I was like.
Oh no, I'm
losing
thinking of
count.
something else because that's the you're just immune to disease. What am I thinking of?
I will give some overall. I'll just
Amulet of health.
I'm just gonna go down the NPC list and
Amulet.
just kind of tell you guys where people are at right now.
All right.
Let's start with the Renegades because it's just at the top. Hashima is probably still relegated to a lot of bed rest. If anybody asks, it's not physical damage anymore. It's mostly nerve stuff that hasn't quite fixed itself, creating some limited mobility. And then, of course, just muscles are never quite the same again after you tear them. Jake is always around John. John's been quiet. It hasn't been a problem. Along with Manu. Manu was always quiet to begin with, but especially now. I'm going to skip Gwen because skipping Gwen. Bob, his condition seems stable, at least for the moment. Duna needs to be moved, unfortunately. Duna's going in the legacy folder.
Rest in peace.
Rest in sand. Duna. Ha. Anyway. I know, I'm bad. Grelka, you guys don't see much of Grelka. Or DOG for that matter. I think you might see, if you see her, she's with JR, because JR has kind of brought her out of her shell. But sometimes JR is with JR's parents. And that's probably pretty common. You can find them there. Levy. Well, so now you occasionally get conversation from Levy, just kind of, you remember things? Remember that? Or the time we did this?
And it's always the most fucking shitty conversation if anyone's listening on. It's either a bunch of yeah, or basically like, remember this? Wasn't it interesting? No. Or like, some
Damn.
shitty like, wasn't it interesting? No, I thought it wasn't interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Sanel being Sanel.
At some point, it would be like, hey, you left before this got finished. Guess how it, you left before this plan got taken care of. Did you hear how it ended?
Poorly, I'm assuming.
Well, yes, because you planned it.
Ooh,
She can-
Slowly
they-
look over.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead. Go ahead. You're good.
I was gonna say they can be just as shitty back to Sonoma.
And it's just this look that's somewhere between my bitch and you bitch.
You my bitch.
Like,
Look,
you know, real recognizes real in that moment, but also fuck
Mhm.
you.
feels
Let's
good,
see.
Feels right.
Mop is a bundle of energy, and now that they're out of a stressful situation, they are just everyone's friend. Everyone's friend. Everyone gets a high. Everyone gets a high from Mop.
I'll be
The
happy to
adorable
be
little
Mop's friend.
Herringon. What's that?
Sweet Mop.
Oh, I said I'll be happy to be Mop's friend.
Mhm. Oh yeah, no. If she realizes that, hey, this person actually kind of enjoys being around me and doesn't think I'm an inconvenience, which most people think I'm an inconvenience, but I'm not. I try not to be. It's just she
Lotus
just
is gonna keep her distance.
she is high energy.
It's a lot of energy. It's a
What's
lot of energy.
What's Naya doing?
Yeah, she's on the list here real fast. Greg B is an old man. He is doing old man things when he's not taking care of money matters, which there's not a ton of money matters to be had at the moment. Nadir is doing a lot of reading. Gideon, if if you talk with him about things, he'll talk with you. But otherwise, he's just kind of kept to himself.
I bounce between him and a little bit of Benoit as well.
Yes, Benoit. Benoit.
Hi, Benny.
Benoit turns around with Waluigi's face and goes, Benoit!
Benoit.
Are we parked? Are we camped right now?
I'm just talking about kind of the general atmosphere over the past 2 days while you guys have been traveling. I will
Okay.
get to a stopping like a physical location here in a sec.
Mhm.
Naya has been keeping to herself just a bit, because not because she doesn't like any of you guys. I don't think it's she's focusing. She's trying to get a glimpse of what's in the future, and it seems to be continuing to evade her, which seems to frustrate her a little bit. If anybody asks, it would probably be, things are usually more clear than this. It's like something's keeping me from seeing.
Hmm.
Sage is actually, because I skipped the claw. Oh, actually, go ahead, Attila.
Oh. I just heard you say that. I was wanting to talk to Naya, but whenever you're done going through the list.
Yeah, when we get to that physical location, we can have that conversation. Sage and Eris, during the day, are not people that are seen around each other. I'm trying to figure out how to say this.
They're not
They're
people.
actively avoiding each other, is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Okay.
They're not
Okay.
people!
Yeah. No. Fucking Lotus is just like, just like, yeah.
And Sage is actively avoiding Stacy. Actively
Right.
avoiding Stacy.
Is Stacy? What's Stacy doing?
Stacy is probably looking for Sage half the time, or if she sees Lotus or Deidre or Sachiko, she's. I mean, she still has her jam sessions with Sachiko, so it's.
Mhm.
Hey, have you seen Sage lately? How's he
Mm-mm.
doing?
He's good. He's good.
Oh, that's. Tell him I've been looking for him.
I will. Next time I see him, I'll let him know that you've been looking for him. Because Lotus is a bro and has her bros back and is not about to be like, yeah, over there. Unless he fucks up. Then she'll be like, yeah, over there. I know. He doesn't know
God.
it, but she's like running interference. I think I saw
God.
him over there. While he's like over there.
Right. I think oh, what was I thinking? I've got my list here. Benoit and Osgard are together a lot. Osgard is Well, let's just see. When is the next? We're 2 days in. Yeah, there's a full moon coming up. And Benoit is doing what she can to prep for that for him. Because they probably wouldn't advertise it. They have one more full moon's worth of supplies.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. That's a problem.
And unfortunately, essence of geese is not something that easy to come by.
Just
That
go to
is easy
Canada.
to come by out here.
Just go to Canada.
Oh, just come to Wichita. There's so many of the fuckers.
Is it geese or gesh?
It would be
Gish.
gesh. I've been calling it geese, so you know,
Okay.
it's gesh.
It's
It's how you're supposed to pronounce it.
Gesh.
the spell that compels you to follow it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I have to
Gish.
look it up. Gesh. Yeah. What's the rest
Which-
of Law doing?
Well, let's see here. Deidre and Sachiko, that's simple.
Eris.
I'm trying to
praying.
make people as uncomfortable as possible around these people. I am just like, Lotus is a handsy bitch. It's a problem, and I'm sure that on multiple occasions she's been told you can't do that here. You can't do that here.
Look,
and Lotus is
I'm
like, why? I
aware,
can do whatever I want.
and it's great. Then go do it where we can't see you, please.
Yeah. She would.
You know what? Sano has actually set up Maddie to follow Lotus around. When Lotus is doing shit specifically to make people uncomfortable, Maddie will just be obnoxious and loud to make her stop. Including one time, Lotus has opened her weather show, gone inside, been doing something, and then just from under the bed heard,
My God, it's full of stars.
The
God.
sweet little fucking Maddie would get punted. Let me tell you.
Would get
like
punted.
not hard enough to break her, but you would just see like a out of the
Yeah.
way.
You see Maddie flying out fucking Team Rocket style.
This wasn't a triumph.
Comes
Oh,
running back
God.
with her little baby legs, and it's like, don't. Lotus is in the
Oh,
front
they're
of the
like
fucking
little-
weather show.
She looks like a cross
Other than-
between her picture and like when she's in her more mobile form, she kind of looks like a buzz droid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Lotus would be at the fucking front of the weather show and pointing at this little thing, going, "Don't go back home. Go back to your parent right now. Go, go. Get up. I love
Now-
you. Leave. I love you. Leave."
The
Oh,
reason-
perfect. You're trying to make her stop. And she just
Yeah.
looks at you as you're like, leave, go home, and just stares. And then
The only winning move is not to play.
Just Lotus probably would give up and just be like, "Just turn it out. Just turn it out. Just turn it out. We could just turn it
No.
out. You know what? We could be louder than the fucking droid," which it will happen. Fucking test me. Oh my god.
there's a cold war going on. There's a war of escalation, just of being annoying.
God. So
Point. Lotus is
this
just
Lotus is just go ahead and
gonna
finish.
use Maddie to her advantage because she wants people to be a little uncomfortable because it's fucking funny to her. So when Maddie starts getting loud and obnoxious, she just be like, "Yeah, tell him, Maddie." Like she's just
Yeah.
everybody
yeah.
look. And then she
The
uses it
first time-
against you.
No, she has a way to get around that. You do that, and she self-destructs. You're like, yeah, get him, Eddie. You tell him.
And then she still wins. Like Lotus still wins. Like it's like this works too. This is fine.
An hour later, she comes back. You notice every time she explodes or dies, she just like reverts into like sparkling little glittery stardust that then goes
Mm.
back to snow.
So
What would happen if I took some of her and held on to her? Could you still put her back together if I held on to some of her? It'd be real shitty, and I don't want to do
Yes,
that.
it's
but I'm
called
curious.
magic.
I
Okay.
hate you.
all right, everybody. All right, we'll move on.
Sorry, I just had to.
So it's getting towards the end of evening of day 2. It's just about break time. When whoever, I think, yeah, your guys' card will be in front because Attila's gonna lead. Forest has given way to plains. Long rolling fields of grass. Yes, the relentless, ever blowing wind that comes with it. Let's see, it is almost the beginning of summer, so there's that warm southern wind that blows through the grass and makes
This is
it
the
dance.
Kansas summer.
It
Till it
is
takes it all
not
in.
yet a Kansas summer. This is like the 3 weeks in Kansas between spring and summer where everything's just perfect.
And then you're like,
Before
you
you
walk
can
out
get
the
to a
next day
Kansas
and go,
summer.
it's 130 outside. I'm going back in.
With 98% humidity.
It's at least it's not in Arizona summer where it's 100 and well, no, actually it's still better. Sorry, continue.
1% humidity, Arizona.
And 120, but 120 still
Oh, yeah.
feels like 120.
Oh yeah. So, your cart crests this ridge and notices something interesting. There is a little train of wagons parked in a little circle on the plains. There's a fire going in the center of it, and the smoke is lazily curling towards the sky. You can smell on the air roasting meat.
Ooh.
And
Oh,
these
yes.
wagons, as you can see, are brightly colored in all sorts of shapes.
They're cooking ribeye.
Yum.
Ooh.
Attila's
We should say
excited.
hi. Maybe
You
we should
had
go
me
say
at
hi.
meat.
What's
Well,
the plan?
I mean,
I,
Attila looks like he's hungry.
I mean, I'm down to go talk to them if they have. Ooh. Ooh, yes, I have to go talk to them.
There are familiar spices in the meat.
Ooh. It smells like home.
We can go say hi.
I see no harm.
Oh. Many people I know the plains are like I know the conflict between my people right now, but are majorly things like pretty hostile here as far as like.
This far from where the conflict lies? No.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll just be like, normally people are.
Plus, these are Leonin colors.
Oh, okay. Do I recognize the colors at all of the pride? Maybe.
Yeah, one sec. I've just got to pull up my list
Mm-hmm.
because I can't remember names like an idiot. Okay. These would be blood mains.
Turn around.
Blood mains. Okay. No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. They have meat. Oh God, I would love to get my hand on some
Are
Leon.
they Arby's? They have the meat.
They have the meat. They do. I'm going up. If people want to come with me, it's more than welcome. But I think I'll be fine.
Well, apparently, I don't provide enough meat for you. We'll have to have some more homoerotic.
No, it's not that you don't provide good meat, Gideon. Okay, I mean, I'm sure your fiance
Gideon's
would
meat not good enough for you?
I would
Anyway,
be a fuckboy
Don't like a
with
little
this
fire
whole time.
ganassi sausage?
but do you smell those
Basket
spices? That
I'm a
is
spicy
PR.
boy.
I feel like Lotus would know what you're saying though, and be like, "It's my
It's
mom's
so-
key lime pie." I know, I get it.
Key
Like,
lime pie.
Key lime pie
See?
is whatever it is, but it's not home. This
I-
probably smells like
I
home.
look forward to having a key lime pie one day.
I'm excited. Oh, you're gonna love the moon garden. Everybody's so nice. Don't fuck with my baby sister. She will cut you. But everybody else
that's
is
fine.
great. Yeah,
That's great. I want food now. I'm going
Yeah.
for that.
I'll go with you because I'm
Who's in
interested.
control of the cart? Because the cart, they're a ways off. They're a quarter mile away.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll start. If I'm taking the lead, I'll start moving, trying to see.
That's kind of what I was waiting for, because you are leading this
Okay.
train
Okay. My bad. All right.
you
Yeah.
are
So I
leading
would
a
start
train
heading that
of-
direction.
of wagons. Anybody tell them where you're going?
Do we need to? We probably should. Hey, we're gonna go this way and go hang out with these people who are apparently cooking some meat, but it makes Attila
these is-
happy.
This is another pride known as the Blood Maids. We will be fine. Just don't
Just
look
as
them in
long
the eye
as-
too long.
Just as long as you think you're all right, that's fine. Maybe they'll have some things to trade. Who knows?
They've helped us in the war many a time, so it should be fine.
Well, that's good to hear.
You say
Really?
war, and Lotus is just like, oh fuck, like oh god, unprepared for war.
The
War-
battle
War
is
never changes.
a distance off. You don't need to worry.
Okay. So why are they out here? Like, I think Lotus might just be saying that to herself because we don't know. But it's like,
But yeah,
You guys-
I would convene the
Mhm.
that we're going to talk to the Blood Maids.
Okay. As this, as your little train of wagons wanders down towards this, it wanders down towards the circle of wagons. You get within shouting distance, and you hear, "Halt! State your name and business."
Tababuna, Bati. My name is
Salibonani.
Attila.
Mhm.
Attila of the Sun Touched.
The sun touched, eh? What are you doing
Yeah.
this far south? You have outsiders with you.
I do. I'm actually with them. We're on an expedition. It's a long story. Is there any way we can join you for food, please?
Please.
These outsiders, they don't have what we have.
Excuse me.
Callous
I think
traitor.
I think the person that is speaking to you is from is sitting in the
Or-
driver's box of one of these carts.
Or at
Um,
least I would ask her to say or may I at least speak to your seeker,
Mhm.
please?
He's looking at you guys. An older, heavily scarred Leonin. He just nods. He turns and says something to someone inside the cart. Pauses a moment. And then nods again. Turns back and says, Circle your wagons outside of ours.
The outsiders will behave themselves. They're good people.
Wow.
We hold
Slowly
the
and
sun
safe.
touch to that.
Yeah, that's fine. He just puts his hand on his chest as like a salute to him, and then he'll
Mhm.
tell people to start rounding up.
Circle the wagons. You guys do that, and there's probably a moment where Bob dismounts, tells people to just stay for a sec, comes up to your cart and goes, "So what am I in for here? Maybe I need a translator. Attila?"
Yeah, I will come.
He's meaning translator in a cultural context.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll yeah. I'm a lion. I'm a cat. That's right. I do these things. No, I'm just kidding.
Like,
Meow.
yeah.
Well, yeah. I'll just go over some common phrases in Zulu and tell him
He's
just
basically
don't.
meaning I need you to walk me through the do's and don'ts. So
Okay. Well, first of all,
he
as
looks
far
like
as
he'd like you to follow him.
okay, I'll go with him.
Mhm.
Don't pull their tails.
Because he's technically in charge, but it's going to be kind of a person talking to a person.
Do
Yeah, don't
give them
pull their fucking
scritches
tails.
right above their
Yeah.
tails.
Yeah, I'll just be saying like, yes, the tails are sacred. Don't any sort of challenge you might have. It's best you just don't
Let it
challenge
go.
Leonin. Let it go.
Let it go.
My people like to respond to any challenge at all. It doesn't matter what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Single
And
bead of sweat. No sassy comment. Challenge 24 hours. Impossible.
other than that, well, I mean, just don't give them a reason not to trust you. Leonin are very weary about outsiders as it is.
Hmm.
I'm actually kind of surprised they let us come this far.
There's probably an ulterior motive. Let's go find out, shall we? He says, turning and walking towards the cart.
Damn.
The
Fucking
other
upside
Everyone
down.
up for
cart.
themselves.
As this another figure, hooded, has stepped out of this Bloodmane cart. He walks up to this person. He's a distance away. There's probably a little bit of ground between the two sets of these carts. You can't hear what he's saying, but he nods to this person, and they begin a conversation. And after a moment, Bob becomes more animated. As he seems to be, he's discussing something with this person. And then this person, this figure, hooded figure, sticks out a hand, and Bob takes it. And I think maybe you make out. Always good to meet a friend. Always good to see an old friend.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
As he
Old friend.
turns and motions towards everybody that it is okay to get out of the carts. And, or, staying on the other side of the carts.
Snell just walks in, Maddie in tow.
This hooded figure as well makes a gesture to their own set of carts, as probably 20 or 30 Leonin and non-Leonin step out.
Non-Leonin.
There are a couple of outsiders here, probably 3 or 4.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Could I go? I'm assuming like if they're shaking hands, I would kind of like to like give a glance towards Bob and be like, do you know him?
He's probably come back to this cart, and he just nods and says, "I'm very surprised, but then again, it's good to have it's good to know it's good to make friends where you can. You never know when it might come in handy."
Do I recognize the hooded figure that he shook hands
Can't
with?
see their face.
No. Okay, gotcha. I just
Yeah.
haven't seen them.
He's like, suffice to say, they're traders. They're here to trade, or at least are on their way
Francis.
to trade. So if you're needing to stock up on anything and they have it, I suggest you do it now. They're headed the opposite direction as us, so at the very least, let's enjoy ourselves tonight.
It's been a while since I've seen another Leonin.
Make the most of
Or
it.
others. Yeah, I will.
So, people have dismounted. People are walking back and forth. Some people are discussing and trading things. Others are just talking. Pretty quickly, people are probably moving to the inner ring of wagons where the fire is and the food is.
Is there a place to like put up tents and stuff?
If you ask, basically, Bob would say the tents go inside the outer ring.
And are we staying for a while?
Just the night.
Okay.
It's time to pitch camp anyways.
Okay. Let us find a spot to plop that weather film.
Mm-hmm. As he as you're doing that, you have Sage come up to you. And he's like,
What's
"Hey,
going on? Yeah.
so I'm doing this as a friend, as your
Okay.
brother.
Right. What's
I
the
can
catch?
hear you all the way across fucking camp.
That
I
sounds
just
like
need
a
you to
you
fucking
problem.
use it."
What are
He
you talking
holds
about?
out a small wooden board with a brass knocker on it. He's like, "Just fucking use it, please."
What does this do? What is this thing you gave me?
He's like, "You don't remember these? Oh, maybe you didn't notice.
No.
These were on mom and dad and dad's bedroom.
Yeah.
You always had to knock, otherwise they'd never hear you."
Yeah. Oh
Mhm.
shit. Okay.
Mhm.
She's gonna fucking hang in on the weather show and be like, "Thanks, man."
Yeah,
Hey.
just fucking use it, please.
It's on the thing. It's on the thing. I did the thing. It's on the
Mhm.
thing. Thank you so much. Hey, what the fuck is wrong with you?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. You're acting weird and I don't like it. What's wrong with you?
What do you mean? What am I? I don't
I
know.
don't know. You're just
What?
acting weird and I don't have answers. Can you give me answers?
I can't help you. I can't help you there. What
You could
if
help
you don't
me.
give me a fucking answer?
I don't know. You're just acting weird. You're just
How
acting
am I?
weird. You're like not your usual fucking holly jolly fucking self and shit.
I am.
And something's wrong with you. What's wrong with you? Did
It's
you hit the
nothing,
fucking teeth
Lotus.
knocker again?
No, I
Asking
didn't.
about you. Like I keep sending her off in other
That's
directions because
that's
I'm your
great and to
fucking
be
bro.
expected. Let me.
Uh-huh. What's wrong
It's
with you?
nothing, Lotus.
It's not nothing. If I notice it, it's something. I don't know what it is though. I can't read your fucking mind. I'm not fucking Dahlia, so why don't you just like say the things?
I don't know. I just. How do I put this? Maybe. I don't know. I kind of just found my adventuring partner, and I just, again, after all this time, and I kind of feel like I've lost him already.
What do you mean? Me? Who? Me? No, me? Did you find Basil? Or me? Which one?
Talking about you,
Oh, well, I'm right here. What are you talking about? I'm right here. Fine.
but you're busy.
I'm always busy.
Very busy.
Have you seen them? They're fucking gorgeous. Of course I'm busy.
Mm-hmm. Never mind,
like-
Lotus. It's fine.
No, like, no, I feel bad. No, I feel bad. Like,
He's like, just. I know there will be time for me someday. Enjoy yourself.
do you want to have dinner? Do you want to have dinner? They're serving meat. Like, she makes a fucking face. Like, they're serving meat.
Yes, they are.
Yum.
He's like, maybe if I close my eyes real hard, I'll pretend it's the once a year ribeye.
It's never gonna be that. I don't
No,
care
it's
how
not.
good this food is. It's never gonna be that.
Then maybe they'll have something. Corn?
I don't know.
Ooh, this corn would taste real good
Honestly,
if it
I'm
smelled like
kind of
this.
very true. Have you tried the mushrooms with the steak mushrooms? Have you tried those?
It's like, We have steak mushrooms.
Yes, the fairies have steak mushrooms. There's so many. So if you're jonesing for like a meaty flavor, but you don't want that meaty vibe that sits heavy in your like pits in your stomach, then that's the fucking way to go. Why don't you have dinner with me? Just have dinner with me.
Sure. Why not?
Okay. And I think you should probably get to know Deidre and Sachiko. You might like them. They're fucking assholes. Honestly. They're so funny.
Well,
and
yeah.
they're
If
so
if it's
mean.
somebody you married, yeah. Oh God, you married these people. You married these people.
I certainly
Oh
fucking did.
shit! You
We're
married.
dead.
We're so fucking dead.
And we're not dead.
You killed me.
I didn't
Mom,
kill you.
and
I'm not worried about
Odd
the others.
always told me
Mhm.
that you would be the death of me.
No, not today. Today
Maybe
we're
it
gonna
was
eat
Bridget.
some food.
I think they
Probably-
both told me that.
It's probably Bridget. Because Bridget knows me a little too well. But
Mm-hmm.
let's eat dinner. It's fine. This is fine. Tonight we eat. Tomorrow we worry about tomorrow. Yeah.
I suppose.
Okay.
Gideon.
Yes.
By the way, he does lead you towards the fire and where the food was. Along with Sachiko and Deidre, who have caught up
Mhm.
and are
Mhm.
probably. Hey! Wait, he's not hiding from us anymore? Did he finally get over the embarrassment? He's like,
What do you-
what do you... You know what? I don't care. I'm getting food.
Oh, you should hear all the things that they say in the cart.
And what do they say, Sanel? What do they say?
What would make you the most upset if I said that they said it?
I don't know. I honestly, I'm pretty super duper happy
Oh,
right now, and
I
feel
know.
like you can't just like ruin things for me.
I know.
Yes, go on.
What was the name of that one, brother? Time's a better lay than you.
Lotus, knowing that boy, would be like, right, sure, and she just go get food. Like she fucking knows. Absolutely, totally right.
Snow
No one ever
is-
lies to you. Walks to go
Or
get
do
food.
I lie to you? It's a game of It's a game of sending. You're relying on people not to lie. But I wouldn't do that, would I, Lotus? I've never lied to you.
You know what? Honestly,
Gaslight,
let me tell
gatekeep,
you.
girl boss.
Legit, that's fucking real. She just like she'd look at you for a second, and then she would do something. She'd joke. She just like she'd pat your shoulder as gently as possible because you are a scared deer, and she would go, "The rings are really beautiful. Thank you so much. You put so much thought into them, and we really appreciate them. And you're wonderful."
But I don't want to be wonderful. I want to be evil.
You're horrible. You're an irredeemable monster. Ha ha. What took you so long, idiot? But no, at that Snell, you've taken the wind out of their sails, and they don't know how to respond.
I know.
They
I
just
know.
look at you, and they look at you and go, "Your hair's messy," and then turn around and do what they probably shouldn't, which is start wandering around this Leonin camp. This fucking weirdo snake person with a robot on their shoulder.
Lotus is just like, she wouldn't say this because she doesn't want to like react or have like more bad interactions, but internally she's like, it's bedhead, of course it's messy, but she does not. Like she's just like,
It's bedhead.
it's fucking messy.
And again, it's that you guys have been around Snell enough to know that when Snell wants out of a conversation, Snell does not wait for the opportune time. Snell leaves the conversation at a fast pace. Power walk away.
Yeah, I
The
really
power
do
walk
feel it.
away, they.
I,
Walk away day.
What are the three things you said? Gatekeep, girl boss, something else.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
So I think I gatekeeped a little, and I definitely girl bossed, but I didn't gaslight because I was honest. So
Just don't
Mhm.
don't girl boss too close to the sun.
I try real hard not to. Are you talking about now or later in a different game? Like where are we at?
Ever.
Ever?
Although one day I want to have a villain as their fucking, dying words to the party are, I girl boss too close to the sun.
Let me think
Uh,
here.
I
Yeah, Attila,
wanted.
you had a couple things. You wanted to talk to somebody here at camp, but you also wanted to talk to Naya.
Yeah, I did. I did want to talk to Naya actually.
Tell me who you're talking to first.
I think I'll go to Naya first. Honestly.
Okay. You go to Naya. You probably find her in the outer ring. She is setting up her camp for the night. As you approach. Oh,
it just
Attila, good to see you.
you too. How are you doing?
It's been frustrating the past couple of days. There's something that keeps blocking me out. Trying to figure out how to move past it.
Like something magical, or
Without
how
knowing
does it
what
feel?
it's like a big veil that's dropped over everything I can see. It's so blurry, it's hard to make anything out. I'll get used to it. The map has been helpful so far. At least we know where we're going. I just don't know what we're going to find when we get there.
I doubt we're gonna find nothing but death and decay.
Maybe, maybe not. This sage person seems pretty adamant.
He doesn't know these lands.
No,
Maybe he does. Maybe I'm making assumptions. I don't. But I feel like not better than I do.
he doesn't seem to. Oh well. Is
Look,
there anything I can help you with?
I just wanted to check on you and make sure you're doing all right, and ask if maybe you've had any I don't know, any dreams or anything you wanted to talk about and resting heavy on you.
Mm. You know. No, I wouldn't want to spoil the surprise. Talk to Gideon sometime. Ask him about Duna.
Oh, Gideon and Duna.
Gideon will have some good advice. I can still see you're hurting.
I'm fine. I'm okay. That's
You're as bad a liar as I am. And I'm blind. It's hard to hide these emotions. Which is a true thing. Which is, It's weird. Facial expressions are not a learned behavior. People that have been born blind still have facial expressions that coincide with their emotions.
Mhm.
I've
And it sucks for them because it is hard. They don't know how to hide those.
Mhm.
They've never learned how to. Anyway.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll talk to Gideon, but I guess like I said, I just wanted to check in on you, and
Always good to
Y-
talk to you, Attila.
do Naya. Talk to me if you need anything.
She smiles. Absolutely. I know who to
I'll,
go to when I get into trouble with the Blood Mane.
you know about the Blood Mane?
Just that we're meeting them.
They're not so bad.
No, they
Little
don't
bit
seem to
more,
be.
little bit more brutal than most Leonin. I mean, considering how they got their name, but other than that, they're a decent pride.
That's fair. Bob's mentioned a couple of the other prides, the Silver Fangs, the Tempest-born
Yeah,
Stormclaws, but
I didn't know
nothing
that.
about them.
I didn't know that Bob was so well connected.
Bob's lived a long life. He's about 650.
Really puts your own mortality into perspective.
Mm. Yes, he would,
600.
don't know, it's just a shame. If it weren't for what he's got, he could be here another 150, 200 years even.
What does he have?
Stone lung. It's pretty pervasive. You can transmit it from other dwarves, kind of. It's close proximity, small spaces. I think Bob ended up getting it from one of his expeditions. It's slow, but it's painful. I think that's what caused him to retire in the first place. Like it's starting to finally catch up with him. It hardens your lungs, makes it hard to breathe. Eventually, it stops carrying oxygen, and then you're done.
That you can drain your whole life to try and not die.
Hmm.
Yet it's an enemy you can't beat.
It's an enemy you can't fight, at least not with a sword.
I think I'm gonna go talk to
Of course,
Dr. Gideon.
You have fun. Or be reflective.
Always. Yeah, and I'll leave her there.
Mm-hmm.
I-
Let's see.
I think I'm down to go talk to Gideon real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh no.
Gideon.
Yes.
I think I don't know what is Gideon doing at the moment.
Probably eating. We just like got to
Yeah,
a camp and there's food. Yeah, he's probably eating that food.
yeah. If you're sitting down, like I don't know if they're like if there's like a table or a circle or something around a fire that they're handing out
He's
food to.
uncomfortably close to the fire. For everyone else, it's uncomfortably close. For him, it's warm.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll go sit down next to you.
Yeah. There's
And,
Leonin everywhere. You guys outnumber him almost 2-1 still.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some good old Leonin steak. Sit
Leon
down
and
next
steak.
to
Is this your
Gideon.
grandma?
No, my grandma doesn't talk to me.
I'm kidding. That
Oh,
wasn't in
okay.
character. That was not in character at all.
Okay. No, it's I mean that's yeah. I sit down as you're like eating it with my food. I'm like, yep, that's spices from the plains right there. You won't get any better than that.
It's good food.
The best. You know, my mother makes a really, really, really good steak, but oof, my dad, he he threw down on that shit.
And the closest to meat we have in the desert is usually just flesh of a giant scorpion.
That sounds awful.
From experience, it's similar to that of what the people up north would have with crab.
Never had that.
It's not that great.
Hey, Gideon, but I was talking to Naya, and she said that maybe I don't know. you had some advice about Duna. I don't know. She sees things that are weird or different than others, so I don't.
It's pretty late, right? Like dusk, sun's gone
Yep.
almost.
Yep.
Yeah.
The fire is definitely the largest source of light right now.
He'll look up for a moment, just kind of nod, take a final bite, and like, come with me for a moment.
Okay. All right. I'll follow behind.
Yeah,
Eating
he'll take
my
you.
steak as well.
Yeah, he'll take you around, like outside, away from the fire, kind of out into the little plains a little bit. He's gonna look up like he's looking for something. That's gonna probably be a couple minutes of just silence until he just points up and goes, "Right there, that one," and he's gonna point to a spot in the sky.
What am I looking at exactly?
That star right there, the one that's flickering, and you might even looks over, sees your cat eyes, like you probably see it better than me. It's dim, like it's almost dying.
Oh, yeah, I think I see what you mean.
Um,
Um,
holy shit, out of character. You just said the name, and I suddenly forgot.
Duna.
Duna, thank you. That one, that's Duna. It's weak, frail, hardly visible.
yes, you speak truth.
But it's still there. And it's still going to shine its light upon you.
Yeah. I I don't know. I barely knew the man. You know, didn't really know him.
It's
Only what I've been told.
less about how much you know him and how much of an impact he's had on your life.
Gideon, what do you do when you begin to? It was just a moment, and it's hard to think about this, but when you question your entire belief system and what you've been taught.
Gideon's not the person I am. um, I'm not the greatest role model. For me,
No, but you're wise. You've seen some years, I'm sure.
I mean, I ran away from it all.
Away from.
And everything that was expected and taught of me.
And do you want to talk about what was expected and taught of you?
I mean, I'm named the Sunborn after an ancient hero. And everyone expects me to live up to that same feat of strength, but
Sunborn? That's your actual name? You're Sunborn?
that's the name that was given.
Gideon Sunborn. Wow. I've never actually heard your last name until right now, and I'm jealous. Adelir's only touched me, but you were born of him. Wow.
I was born under the noon sun. Outside of any oasis, my family was traveling. I came early. I died. Under the heat of the sun, but they were able to bring me back. Through the trek back to camp, I supposedly died 2 more times. And so they named me Sunborn after the old hero who traveled the desert and slew some ancient dragon that was a great threat. Because no matter what, I held on.
It was something that was given to you. You weren't born with that name.
Like holds up his hand and like a flame just ignites from it. As it touched me in more ways than most people.
Yeah, from one candlehead to another, I understand.
He smiles at that. Because Sanel's a dick. No.
Um, I just I don't
I think
I don't know.
no matter what you do or how you face what comes and anything that's expected of you, as long as you know yourself and you're true to yourself, nothing else can have any say over how you should feel about that.
Well, number one, my pride is priority over everything. Always. I didn't run from my family. I'm out here trying to help them. But I've just never met one of the enemy before, and well, civilly. It's weird. I feel like I don't want to write to my mother and tell her that I've met one, and I don't want to know how she's going to react if I told her that I actually sat down and had a conversation with an all.
Anything capable of hatred is capable of love. Just because they've only hated each other doesn't mean that they can't come to terms and find peace.
Been a long time, Gideon. A long time.
Well, now is the
Very
time for
long.
you to start making those changes.
They killed my father.
And your father probably killed many of their fathers. Battles.
Ate him. They ate him
Shit.
down to flesh and bone.
Out of
Left his
character.
corpse at our
Way to
camp.
go, Gideon. You traumatized him. Way to go.
Unfortunately, battles and war and differences between peoples, they're going to cause strife and more hatred. I mean, granted, I have no experience in. He stops for a moment. Well, no. Thinking back to like the creatures of the desert. Like, yeah, those aren't people. Those aren't intelligent life. I think the
But-
greatest thing to remember is there will always be differences in how each type of people act. Something I've learned traveling these lands. And even then, seeing different groups of people interacting that seem so different from each other, I don't think it's impossible. It'll be hard and difficult, and it may take a longer time than the war itself has lasted, but all it's going to take is one step.
Well, I guess we'll see when we get there. But hey, you trying to fight someone? Not me. I'll help you, but Leonin are always up for a challenge, and we're surrounded by them. I know you're always looking for a challenge.
Well, we could spar for a bit. I did lose my sparring buddy.
No, I mean, we could spar, but no, these what I'm saying is we can go aggravate some Leonin and get into a
bar
scuffle.
fight.
It'll be friendly. It's a challenge. Okay, just go push one of them a little too hard, and I guarantee you they'll want to wrestle you or something. Prove
I'm
their
not
strength.
initiating that to you, and I don't think it'd be very smart of me to anger the Onin as one of the outsiders.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Have a bit of a fun. doing
Tavern
some,
brawl.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
We're gonna have we are gonna come back to that towards the end here. So we just have that to go out on. Hold on.
Oh, that's fair. Sorry.
Oh boy. No, but it'll happen. I just uh-oh.
How's the food? Is there a vegetarian option? Sorry.
Oh, the pixies make a vegetarian option.
Lotus will eat the vegetarian option. Thank you.
Hmm.
You bastard.
I know.
Eat the meat.
No, she doesn't want to.
No, she only eats fish. Got it.
Sage probably gets a small piece of the meat,
Okay.
and he's just kind of like, it's just not odds. And he's like, here, I feel like I need to wash out my mouth. 1 sec. He's back in a minute, but I think you get a voice on the on your other shoulder. Actually, no. Hold on. Sanel. What are you up to?
Wandering around, being weird, being socially awkward and weird around strangers.
At some point, you're gonna bump into a sage who is washing out his mouth with a decanter. And he turns and he's like, "Oh, shit. What's up?"
A little early to have thrown up, isn't it?
I'm just a picky meat eater. What can I say?
That's not what I've heard.
He's like, what exactly have you heard, Sanel Dateloff?
He said the
More
name.
than enough from your sister. None of it good.
Don't start
He's
no
like-
shit will be no shit. That's the fucking Moon Garden motto. Like, what are you doing?
Not a moon garden.
I know.
He's like, I know my sister wouldn't talk about me at least like that.
Is
And that's
she where
when the
you learned my
moment-
name?
What'd you say?
Is she where you learned my name? Because that's a dangerous name to know.
He says, shrugging. Why is it important?
Not out here.
Okay,
Thankfully.
Then why are you worrying about it?
If you think I'm a frightful person, you should meet my family.
I have met your family. They're your sister. Oh, sorry. No. I was thinking you were talking about. I'm sorry. Tired. It's
No, you're
midnight.
fine.
He goes, I mean, have you met my family? I don't know. I think Junie would give your entire lineage a run for their money.
It's just a sigh. He's like, I'll let you keep that innocent thought.
I mean, yeah, okay. And at that moment, he sees his eyes shift to over your shoulder, and he goes, "Oh shit! Oh shit! This whatever he's looking at, he's like, I gotta go. I gotta go."
Sanel will
And he turns.
look.
There is.
Is it Stacy?
No. How do I show a picture? You can... And then, yeah. This
Oh no, she's hot!
person is sitting there. She's staring at you, but not because she's staring at you. She's looking at
Sage.
Sage. And she
I thought it was
He
Sahila
goes-
at first. I was like, shit!
Nope.
One sec.
It's Sage. Is that this person?
Sage needs
starts
to make a
walking
con
towards-
saving throw.
Oh no! Oh no! A con.
What did you do to my brother?
God damn it.
Oh,
You were
a natural 20. A natural fucking 20.
I wish
solid.
I wish I had fucking the lucky feat so that I could make him re-roll that because it would have been perfect.
Mm.
I wish I had inspiration.
But
So yeah, Snell pulls out the gun, fires, hits Sage, and there's this like thumb of magic, and then nothing happens. And
and
Snell's like,
he's looking, he's confused, you're confused. It gives her the opportunity for her to get up to, if you're here, she's here. Where is she? He's like, oh shit. I don't think you heard me. Where is she? He's like, I don't know what you're fucking talking about. There is a bright flash in her hand as she slaps this man and leaves a singe mark on his face. Where is she? And she's
So
like, you know what,
now-
never mind, fine. And she stalks.
after she fucking slaps him, Snell gets between them and is like, you better have a good explanation for what you just did. Mine was for comedic effect. Yours
I
was
don't-
not.
I don't know you. And she turns
You're going
around
to
and
know
walks
me,
the
and you're
other
going
direction.
to answer me.
She just turns the other direction and walks around.
Well,
the
no, when
corner.
he says you're going to answer me,
physical
gonna use,
altercation. Gideon wants in on this.
You're gonna cast
Yeah.
suggestion.
yeah, suggestion, which is what's the saving throw? Wisdom. She
Okay.
probably has good wisdom.
What's the DC? 16.
16.
Okay.
Just passes.
Ah, come
I'm so
on.
sorry, Sanel. I'm so sorry.
People can willingly fail them.
She's not willingly failing
Yeah,
this.
there was this whole thing where like Sinel's eyes turned completely black and their voice changed, and it was like, you know, it was like, you will answer me.
Jesus.
She's just like, fuck you. Turns around and goes around the other side of the cart. Hey, Lotus.
Yeah.
Fat fish smelling whore.
He's like,
Turning
oh,
back
shit.
towards Sage.
He's got, it looks like someone took like a grill and put it on his face.
What the
He's
fuck
got
happened to
this
your
mark.
face?
So, Sage isn't there right now. He left to go wash his mouth out, remember? But you hear in the distance.
I fix it. I fix
You
his
fix it. He's like, that, thanks, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now. And,
certainly smells of one.
Lotus,
Yeah.
you hear, where is she? In Sage's voice. I don't know what you're talking. In a slap. Where is she? And this figure with bright red hair. You recognize this person.
Okay. Where's Sachiko and Deidre? Where's Sachiko and Deidre?
They're next to you.
Okay. So did I tell them what happened? I feel like I
Mm-mm.
told them. Didn't? Shit.
Mm-mm.
Shit. Okay. So Lotus is gonna go. I have a story to tell you, but I can't tell you right now. But there's a fiery redhead, and I need you to just protect me. And she's going to turn into a field mouse, and she's going to climb into Deidre's outfit. She's going to hide in the forbidden pocket.
In the
and she- forbidden pocket, and she's just like, please don't tell them I'm here. She's like, she can't say this to them, but she's just like, just don't. And she's just gonna like not exist. She's just not gonna exist.
This person walks up, stalks up. I thought that was her. Where is she? Deidre probably just calmly stands. Where's who? The Moon Garden. Lotus. Where is she? I'm sorry, that doesn't ring a bell. Her hand glows bright with flame again. She says, I don't think you heard me. And Deidre steps up into this person And I told you to fuck off. She raises her hand
I
as
wonder
if to
if it's ghosts.
strike.
If she's
there
gonna
is
hit her, I will shoot her, like legitimately attack her.
I want
It's-
fisticuffs.
you're good because there is a hand on her arm. It's Sachiko's. She's going, she said fuck off, lady. Or do I have to remind you how to listen?
Oh, get out of the way, Chico.
Sachiko,
Fire.
get out of the fucking way.
As Sage sees that Snow is like pointing this gun at this
He's like,
random-
whoa, don't hit my sister, man. Don't hit my fucking sister.
If she gets out of the way, I want to shoot her.
Dude, just hold on. Let it. Deidre looks at this person and goes, let's see exactly what the problem is. And Deidre's eyes begin to glow silver. Is this person is actually going to have to make me a savings throw.
I swear to God, if they don't make this save,
It's the same save. They make the savings throw.
Just goddamn barely.
at least it's not just me. Fun Eye Gang not allowed.
Gideon couldn't lose himself at this point.
This person's like, you don't fucking scare me. And Deidre, with her eyes still silver, say, you should be scared. Not from me, not from her. She jerks ahead towards Gideon. You know, the 7-foot-tall fire Genesee. From them.
God damn it! Now Gideon's in the way.
She goes, do you know who I am? This ringing above this person. Lotus doesn't remember this person's name.
I think
No, I don't remember her name.
Gideon looking at this person has a double take, like, oh shit. Oh wait, what? Like sees the
Oh, yeah.
red hair.
This is another fire Genesee.
Yeah.
And she goes, I am Sophie Highmark of the Highmark family. Sinel, you recognize that name.
Does it make me want to shoot her more?
She's a pretty... So, your family... There are kind of like 3 tiers of families in Lotus. There are the big names, you know, the big 3. At the bottom is the undercrust, your family. The Highmarks are like just one step below the top, in the middle. The very upper end of the middle. They're an old family, have been here for decades, and have faithfully been servants of House Cerulia. So maybe.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Oh,
after
no.
finishing healing Sage of all people,
Yeah, no, he's like, that, all right, thanks, man.
gets up, stalks over to the other side, so like with Deidre,
Mm-hmm.
and is like, fascinating. I didn't expect that someone wouldn't. I didn't expect someone with a highborn to be out here.
Her head
This seems
snaps.
below
And what do
you.
you know about being highborn?
Throws back the hood to fully expose Yuan-T-ness and be like, I know that names don't mean anything out here, little girl.
Oh,
Gideon chuckles.
it's a date loft. How cute.
I know. So much so that I'm the fan favorite of everyone here. Of all, counting all the adventurers, 15 of the people who would very much like your... Her name's Highbridge, right?
Highmark.
Highmark. Highmark. Would very
Highmark.
much like to make Highmark into Low Grave.
She's looking. She sees all of these people. Gideon, are you just standing there?
Gideon's just looking back and forth, just like, look, if we're gonna have an altercation, we were about to go have a brawl. If you just want to hop in, we'll
Hmm.
settle matters there.
But Gideon, wouldn't your blade like something more?
The blade's not on him. It's back
It's
on
fit.
Chairman.
Shut up!
It's some
He's
fistic-
cracking his
I'm a-
knuckles.
I'm assuming since Gideon's there, Attila's
Yeah,
there
you
as
and I are
well,
both there, just like
just standing. Yeah, Attila says nothing here. He doesn't know anything about this family, but
me either.
just listening.
That's why I was just like, if you're in a mood and you wanna like slap and punch, like we're about to have some fisticuffs.
She's seeing that she's outnumbered. So she'll turn back to Deidre and go, "Tell her I will find her. And when it does, I'm more than just gonna burn her shit to the ground this time. I left a nice mark on her brother. I can leave one on her, too."
It's gone. The cute one did that.
I should warn you.
Oh no! Oh
Wow.
no! Did somebody betray Sage's trust and tell Sinel that?
No, because she called Sinel cute for being a date
Mhm.
loft.
Oh,
It's a
that's right.
very, very happy coincidence that
It's
you
a
have
very
set
happy
up for
coincidence.
me.
Because Sage is like, "Oh shit! Does he?" Mm.
I think Gideon will be like, I should warn you, if you actually seek to hurt one of my friends, you will not end up well.
As I said, high mark, low grave.
My family will deal with the likes of you. Let's
Your
see what happens.
family won't come out this far from the precious walls.
No, but I've heard what you're doing here. An expedition. You're going to have to return to Lotus to accept the You're going to have to return to Lotus to accept the reward at some point, aren't you?
If we survive.
Gideon shrugs. If
Perhaps-
your family wants to have medals or settle the matter, I'll fight them too.
I think finally you
He
have
doesn't care. He
one
doesn't know
person.
families.
God, right? She gets a tap on the shoulder from someone behind her. She's tall. She's probably 6 feet tall.
Is it
This
Eris?
No,
I thought Eris was
It's-
about to be like,
it's Gwen.
Paladin in the room says leave.
It's Gwen. This person that is probably a full 5 inches shorter than her just looks up at her and goes, "Hey, you're in the way. I need coffee." She just looks down at this person and goes, "And who the hell are you?" She looks up and goes, "None of your fucking business. Now, do I need to pitch you in the fire or can you move?"
Mad respect for Gwen.
Gets a
Lotus does not move at all. Not move at all. She does not exist. She is not here.
I've been so tempted to just call you out, just be like, Lotus, you can come out.
No.
Yeah, Attila's just
no.
standing there with his arms crossed, just listening to all the bitchiness happening right now.
And I think at some point, Sophie will put her flaming hand away. And she just looks at each of you, gives an especially long look to Deidre and Sashiko, and stalks off. Gwen turns to each of them, to these two, and goes, "Hello, 62. Hello, 63.
Damn.
Man, she's just savage all around right now. What has Gwen been up to? Because holy fuck!
Fucking woke up and chose violence, man.
She's
Right,
like,
no wonder she stalked off. She saw Gwen's
Now-
eyes. Like, mm-mm.
Now, can Lotus come out? I need coffee."
That's the whole thing.
Sage is probably on your shoulder, probably at your side, Sinel, and is just staring at Gwen like, "Oh, where has this person been?"
You
And
can't
he's
even count to 70, don't.
He's like, "I could learn."
Lotus, Will, is it? I don't know if it's
Sophie is
safe.
gone. Sophie is gone.
Right.
A
Deidre
mouse
probably
just keeps,
probably pats and goes, "It's safe now."
Yeah, this little mouse like comes out and looks around and like climbs on her shoulder, climbs all the way down, finds a spot, and wild chips back into herself. And she's just like, "Where'd she go? Where'd she go?
Sounds like you've got a lot of explaining to do. It. You should make me coffee while you say it. This is Gwen.
Oh, yeah, I can make you coffee. Which way did she go? Like,
Gideon, Attila, you said you were about to go and get into a needless fight. I have steam I wish to release. May I join you?
Shrugs. No gun.
Oh God.
Can I
Please
bite?
come along.
No gun.
A
Can
Leonin
I
awaits
bite?
you.
Leonin.
Bites an unarmed attack. Why not?
yeah, Lotus
Yep.
is just like, yeah, I'll make you coffee.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes, you can bite. They'll probably bite you back.
God.
Just
So-
opens mouth with the snake fangs that peer out.
There's probably a big Leonin just across the fire. This guy is massive, 7 feet tall. He's just like, what? You want to fight? Yeah, we're up for a fight.
Yeah, crack.
Oh, I didn't even have to initiate. Beautiful. Let's go. I crack my knuckles.
I'd like to cast bull strength on myself.
Probably for the best. Probably for the best.
And it probably looks more like, since this is probably have something to do with the magic that's like been fucking scarred into their body. Snell just kind of stretches out and looks a lot more snake-like for a while. Like
God.
clawed hands and everything.
I think, God, you're reminding me of that meme with the wizard. Oh dear, I seem to have run out of spell slots. Rip his shirt open. Gotta show him how I did it back in my barbarian days.
Well, from what you can see, Snell almost looks more like a half-blood Yuan Ti.
Mhm.
The ones that are like, they're still people-shaped, but they're snakes.
This would be
Yeah,
such
more
like a
snake-like.
great end of episode kind of like cut where it's like both groups running at each other screaming and just freeze frame cut.
Absolutely.
Oh, I wish I could draw.
I feel like just you guys work your way around the fire. They're already clearing a spot. They're like, all right, here are the rules. No chokes, no chokes, no
Yeah.
claws.
I didn't
no,
hear teeth.
No teeth. No, because they have teeth as well. I know.
Yeah, but mine are poisonous.
Yeah, they don't want to
Venomous,
fucking
whatever.
die tonight. So
I didn't hear nothing about constricting. Go to
no, that's
Solo
fair game.
constrictor.
Oh, yeah, just don't choke them out. No. And this fucking fight breaks out. I think at some point there is some like drunk off his ass Leonin with a fiddle just strikes up a chord.
Yeah.
And starts
Idea.
fucking
Bar
playing.
fight.
So Snell's shit at these fights, but is just fighting to get the fight out, and probably gets the shit beat out of them. Staggers out of the fight, looks over, grabs fiddle, smashes it over the Leonin's head, and then just starts beating the shit out of this guy. Like, gets him in the chokehold, does the constrictor.
God. So,
There is no honor in a fight.
Lotus, you are making coffee while on the other side of this fire there is music, there are fists flying.
Suddenly there's not
are-
music.
there-
Yeah. There's one sour note.
Oh my God, she's making coffee.
Boing.
Head is still on a swivel though, so because she wants
Mhm.
to watch this, but also she's just like, "Fuck, did that bitch go? Like, I can't.
She's
I don't
like-
wanna."
Gwen is like, what is your problem? Are you really scared of that woman?
It's not okay. Listen. Here's what happened. So I was running around doing some
Here's
cool
what happened.
adventuring stuff, and it wasn't a big deal. And we had hooked up.
A glass flies by your head.
She like doesn't. She's not even fucking phased. I don't remember where we hooked up. I don't remember what part of the. It mattered because it's when I met Gideon. So I don't know, Gideon. Where were you? Were you around? Where were you?
What do you
when we
mean?
met up
Where
with each
was I?
other.
We were in a forest. I remember that
We were
much.
in a forest. Okay. So I don't know, a forest with a name, and Lotus says the name. And she's like, listen, I used to have this thing up until recently, kind of like waving at Deidre and Sachiko, where I was just like, it's a love 'em and leave 'em situation, and it was fine. But this one, she got real clingy. She's a full on stage 5 clinger, and we ended up hanging out for like a week. And she was like, I just want to keep you, and I was like, I don't want to be kept. So I was like packing up my stuff, and it wasn't a big deal. And she said that she left something in my tent, and I was like, okay. And then she burned literally everything I owned except for what I was wearing to the ground. And then she also took my money. So then I had to like go to this town and do hunting shit so that I could make some money. And it was a big mess, but I got to turn into a bear, which was always nice because you want to stretch and whatnot. But I didn't really have anything. And then I ran into Gideon because Gideon thought that I was like a big game hunt, and then I turned into me, and then we started adventuring together. And she's like real fucking mean, man. She's real mean, and I don't like her.
God, I feel like Sage probably sits down at this point and says, "Yeah," and then I ran into her. Maybe not too long after that. She was looking for you then. I didn't have Sinel to fix the burn marks that time.
Yeah.
He's sitting on the other side of Gwen, and he's like, "So, have you been like hiding around camp? I haven't seen you before." And she goes, "Not interested, lover boy."
Ooh.
And he goes, "Oh, She's like, "Get out of here, kid," and just pats his knee.
Damn, she
He's
kidded
like,
him.
He gets up and he leaves because
Oh,
what do you say to that?
I don't know. You got kidded. That's you just
She
fucking
didn't
Damn.
even look at this man. She's just looking
Absolutely
at
brutal.
Lotus. She's like,
Yeah.
"The coffee."
Right, the coffee. She is so fucking like she's out of sorts right now, let me tell you. And she probably pours everybody coffee. And
Mhm.
is like, did that bitch try to she's like looks at Dee, she's like, did she try to fucking like fire fist your fucking face? Like,
Just gonna
Deidre just kind of nods and is like, "Yeah, it would have been real fucking pathetic." She's got a good mind, though. That's
oh,
unfortunate.
well, you get him next time, I guess. And she's still just like,
Mm-hmm.
where did they go? Where did she go?
Sachiko's like, "It doesn't fucking matter. We'll kick their ass if they come within 300 feet of you now." Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure they're within 300 feet. I'm gonna go find them and kick their ass.
It's
And
no, just
Gwen's
drink coffee with me. It's okay.
Gwen is like, "The coffee is always more important." You're watching this fight. I don't know. How is Gideon
Yeah.
faring in this fight?
I think Gideon and Attila are actually working pretty well in tandem.
I feel like this is just like the bar fight out of, I mean, pick a Pirates of the Caribbean movie. But you're in Tortuga. You're in Tortuga. It's a fucking ridiculous, just people wailing on each other.
This is my shit. This is what Attila Attila hasn't been able to be this way in a while. Like, yeah, he got to actually go into combat, but that's for like he's still scared for his life in a way. He just got to be brave. But this is just fucking fun combat that he knows with at least maybe not his family, but like close enough. It's as close as he's gonna get for a while.
What's funny
This is tradition.
Colossus Slayer isn't optional, so my fists hurt on the like anything that's already been hit once. It's just like, oh, where's this damage coming from?
Everybody's been fucking hit at this point. At some point, there's
idea that
Attila, you can't use divine energy in your fucking face, asshole.
no, as Sinel's just fucking choking out this fucking poor drunk fiddle player. Everyone that tries to hit them finds out that shields a reaction.
Oh no.
As these just magic barriers just boop, boop, boop.
God.
And they're like, oh. Because when Snow has barrier up, because I think it's a +5 to your AC.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 24 AC. You ain't hitting that.
These guys aren't hitting that. Maybe there's a lucky shot in once in a while.
And then it's just the like whole jaw unhinged, fully snaked out from the enhance ability, like looks like a half-blood Yuan Ti, so looks like a fucking snake.
God, I'm going to cut over to Sage for a second. He's just standing over by the edge of one of these carts, just watching this fight. Like, what the fuck just happened?
There's a broken fiddle trying to beat away people that are trying to hit them, choking out this fiddle player who's probably like, ah. Like,
There's
yeah, they're bigger, they're
God.
stronger, but you get someone around the neck in a bad spot and they're drunk. It's
There's
mostly that.
There's an Eris off to his side, and he's like, "What's the matter? You look like you just got rejected by a puppy." He's like, Gwen's something else. She's like, yeah. You're surprised? I mean, thought I had a chance. And Eris goes, yeah, like you have a chance with Stacy. Are you free or... He's like, oh, I'm free. Just snapped out of it. Yeah, I'm free.
Yeah.
Shit. A fucking asshole. I love him.
God, you have God, you guys are just sitting watching this brawl. I feel like there are bottles at this point. Like the broken bottles get pitched because you're not trying to kill somebody. But empty bottles and full bottles are completely, not out of the question.
Oh my god.
More glasses go flying. Maybe Gwen catches. One flies by Gwen's head as she's sipping her coffee. She's like, So, now that the three of you are official, I've been meaning to ask, but maybe it's too late now.
What? What's the
Deidre's like, it's never too late. Ask your stupid question, so I can tell you no. And Gwen goes, oh, okay then. I don't know. Is there room in that tent for one more tonight?
Can I just undercut this with a funny real
Yes.
quick? I'm sorry. Is there room in this tent for one more? The fiddle flies by, lands next to him. One of the strings that was still there snaps. There's just a dong.
God.
All right, that happens. It's like,
Well, that kind of ruined the moment.
well, I mean, and she's gonna look. at
Deidre goes,
Deidre
yes. And Sachiko goes, duh, I've been trying that for a minute now, actually.
Damn.
And Lotus is gonna stand up and take this woman by the hand and go, hello, 64.
If you didn't say it, I was gonna say it.
Woo! And they fucking wander in.
Motherfuckers just be getting laid in this bitch.
I guess.
No idea.
No fucking
I don't know what
idea.
number that one is. I didn't pay attention. The redhead, I don't know what fucking number. I don't pay attention to those numbers, just the important ones. So mean. I feel like that's a
Brutal.
thing that would be said later.
God. Don't know what number this one is. God, I feel like these four people go outside, the inner ring, back to the Weathershome. Meanwhile, there's just the sound of breaking glass and yelling and fists. I feel like it's turned into a big furball. There are people that... Yeah, a furball. There are people from both camps that have joined in. There's probably 30 people fighting at this point, and we just zoom out to see the smoke just curling into the sky.
To see
What did
the
we
three
start?
party members like fucking back to back, like We still got this.
I didn't hear no bell.
Hey,
This is a
Snell's
bonding
got a-
moment for Snell between
think-
Attila and Gideon, because Snell would never do this shit normally, I feel like.
No.
Snell is trained in Constitution saving throws, so
Oh, maybe.
Snell is. I didn't hear no bell.
God.
Let's just say, all throughout this fight, still has this concentration spell going.
Absolute
That
unit.
sounds about right. I feel like actually maybe we'll end up on the camera pans over to Bob, and he's sitting next to this hooded figure on the footstep of one of these wagons. They've got beers. They're just watching this fight, and Bob goes, "All right, you win this one. I'll have to go get my purse." He's like, "Told you they wouldn't be able to stay away from it."
Wait. He
Yeah.
stands up to get his purse. I run out of the group, grab Bob on the shoulder. Get in here, let's go.
Get in here! Oh,
He's a tough little dwarf, sick or not.
God. And I think this hooded figure watches and goes, well, no time like the present to join this hooded figure.
Yeah.
Throws back the hood. You just
Oh,
see
no.
the back of their head, this mane of fur, as they step into this fight. And I
Does
Yeah.
this person distract anyone as they throw back the hood?
Yes.
Nut shot. Like this, like some lean in's like, huh? And Snell just high kicks them. Still in full armor, by the way. Half plate. So these are probably steel fucking sabatons.
Steel toes.
And just fucking steel toe booted this fucking Leonin in the nards.
Just a,
And it's like, there's a, it goes, there's one less breeder in the clan!
Jesus.
And we're
Brutal.
gonna cut here. We're gonna go to sign offs. All right, Amy, good.
Hello, maybe getting 64, killing it. Fucking killing it. Today I played Lotus. I love Lotus. She is my favorite. And then on Friday I play Min in Yakshas. She's fucking killer. I'm very excited. I think we have combat. It's fucking exciting. She's gonna play drum and bass on the battlefield because why not, I guess. And then every other Monday, not this coming Monday, the next one, I'm on a different channel. It's Distal's Place. We do Emberwind. And that's everything I'm in right now. It's me.
Alrighty, let's go over to. Oh, why the hell not? Right.
Hello, people. My name is Ryan. Today you caught me here playing Attila, the White Lion Warrior, who had a little help from some friends and got into a big brawl in in a familiar territory. It's nice. He's been away for a while, so it's nice to eat some good food and have some good fights. But I play here every Wednesday. Playing Attila. I don't play any other games as of right now, but hopefully eventually I will. Check out all these other people's wonderful games. And that is me.
Alrighty, moving on. Rowan.
Hi, ho, friendos. My name is Ron, otherwise known as Night. Caught me here today playing Snow. Had some big character growth today of like having to deal with people and also like helping Sage and trying to help Lotus. And then realizing that maybe the family was right that they kind of suck at their Yuan-T-ness. Because, fun fact, Snell's the most snake-looking of the three brothers. Looking like a snake is actually a bad thing amongst the Yuan-T. So they decide to take that out by beating the shit out of cat people. You can also catch me here on Fridays where I run Yakshas, where they're not going to be beating the shit out of cat people, but they're going to beat the shit out of some raiders that make the raiders. Dude, they make the fucking like cook raiders from fucking New Vegas look like nice people. That's how bad these raiders are. I forget what fucking gang Cook was from. The one who burned people after doing even worse things. You can also find me here on... Is that it? No, Saturdays. You can find me in Saturdays in Lands of Funny Name, where I play Telemann Balani, who is actually a better healer for 1 minute than our healer. Not letting that go. That's it for me.
Alrighty. And last but not least, Daniel.
You know, we love our group activities in this campaign. They vary from person to person. Amy, but everyone has fun with group activities. You got me here playing Gideon Sunborn, the strength-based ranger with a heart of gold. And we got into fisticuffs. And it was so great. Ah, it's great
Hey,
times.
can someone murder that redheaded bitch for me?
She has the threat. At first, it was like, oh, you know, if you have a problem, we're gonna duke it out. We can hash it out over there as like a friendly thing. And then she was like, "I'm a killer," and he's like, "You heard her. You're dead."
I mean,
And
she did threaten, and I feel like she's just gonna come back and burn my shit down again.
I don't burn so easily. You can also catch
No,
me.
my shit, not your shit. You don't burn, it's my shit.
He's saying he's yours.
Whoa,
Are you
nope.
mine? Wait a
I'm
minute.
saying that
I
she
don't-
can try, but she'll have to get through me, meaning she's not gonna work.
Okay,
Um,
okay, I got you.
You can catch me here tomorrow in Yakshas as Sin, aka Hunter, the California with a southern accent, and Min's older brother is just gonna be protective of her in combat. Um, you can
I'm
also
very
catch me.
excited about that.
Me
I'm
too.
very fucking excited.
You can catch me here playing Archibald Harrowfield, the old silver fox who is finally picking up and doing some damage. It's nice. I'm laying down the damage and killing things like a barbarian should. And that wraps around. Yeah, that's it. That's just those 3 games.
All right. And that brings it to me. Do we have any outro scenes today?
Is there
I
a
don't know.
morning
It
after?
kind of ended off great. The morning
Oh,
after's
good.
next session.
I,
Oh
I
god, oh god.
well, I think I can lay the land for next section. Next session. The sun is just creeping over the horizon. There are bodies of passed out Leonin and humans and everything in between. Strewn all over this camp. People have just fought to exhaustion and have just fallen asleep where they stood. The fire is smoldering. Is just smoldering gently. Maybe there's one. I have a feeling it's this hooded Leonin, the leader of this group, that is like prodding the fire, trying to bring it back to life, nursing an injured hand. And it's probably turns, looks at the dwarf Bob, who's sitting next to him, and goes, "Haven't had a fight like that in a long time. Hey, bloody good bro." He raises a half-empty tankard and goes, "To many more." Bob just kind of shakes his head and says, "All right, why the hell not? To many more." And I think that is where I'm going to cut that. Hello, everybody. My name is Cyrus Smith. Today, you caught me running over the horizon where, yeah, a lot of shit got packed into 2-3 days. I was expecting to be a little further along, but, you know what? I'm happy where it is. So that being said, this is the only game I'm running right now. Oh wait. Yeah, it's the only game I'm running right now. I forgot about Fridays. Why did I forget about Fridays? I don't know. Indiana's great, and nobody trusts her, which makes it even more fun. Well, one person trusts her.
One person doesn't have any beef with her because there's no reason to have beef at this time. Let's be clear. That's what that
At this
is.
time. At
Yeah.
this time. No. But that being said, yeah, that is me. What are we getting out of here on tonight? I don't know.
I mean, I got one, but you guys do your thing. So
R.I.P.
R.I.P. line and balls.
Violence is the answer.
Violence is the answer.
I was gonna say
Violence is
Lotus's
not.
reputation, but that's a great too.
What? Honestly, like
Fuckboy
what
behavior.
reputation?
Fuck
Fuckboy
boy behavior.
Congratulations to 64.
Thank you.
Let's go
Good night,
64, I think.
64.
Let's go
Good
64.
night, 64. Let's go.
Good-
Good night.
Alright.
Yeah.
Good night,
Good night,
Good
number
night,
64.
64.